We last left Team Fisher with the technical youngest member, Lythander, running off into the night to raid Hedrick's house. He wasn't quite as sneaky as he normally is. He tried to escape the house through the window, and his boo, Kip, seemed pretty cross to find him snooping, as usual. After the two played a game of Shaggy's It Wasn't Me, Kip dragged Lythander back home, finally aware of his habits. Lythander tried to hold his hand, but no dice. Meanwhile, Kip's grandma seems to have her memory back and is trying to leave the house in the middle of the night. Jim, Kip, and Lythander bring her back into the house and wake up a screaming Anarchy. Oh yeah, Anarchy had a dream prophesizing that it's the end of the world as we know it. And Grandma Sood confirms, oh yeah, the kid is right, the stolen onyx ring can awaken a dead wizard guy. And all of this is happening, coming the morning. Cue mass panic. The crew argues about various plans and tries to have tea to keep calm. Lythander is freaking out about magical trauma, and Anarchy is freaking out because she thinks her goddess evil sister may be behind things. No one is exactly calm. Turns out Lythander's actually 17, Anarchy is mentally 13, and Jim is the adult in the room who has to save the world with two panicked kids. The crew gets some rest and preps the Craven boys in the morning for the worst. Xavier, Kyle, and Kip. Oh yeah, Kip's granny is the sister of Northewyn, so Kip is a confirmed Craven. And the ghost of Northewyn is likely being controlled by the wizard dude. Come the festival, the group decides to see if they can beat the baddie that stole the ring to the evil summoning by walking through Northewyn's grave and negotiating with the ghostie. They get sidetracked when they spot a healthy-ish looking kid who sent Lythander on a trip back in episode 2. Her name is Annie, and she lost her parents on the east side, so the team walks her over to her pop-pop, Gene the jeweler. And Gene is evil. He poisoned everyone's drinks with a sleep spell and turned his wife into an abomination zombie cluster thing. It's real spooky. He poofs out of there with his kid, Annie, and the team fights boss number 1. Kip and Xavier help. The team is now scarred for life. Seriously, Team Fisher needs therapy. Oh yeah, and Lythander's old co-worker, Thwart, is out and about. He kills people for money and is hanging around Xavier's dad. Uh-oh.
Finally, someone's gonna shoot Kyle!
No, Xavier!
Are you sure? What if Xavier's dad hired him to kill
Xavier.
Kyle?
We think it's Xavier.
And with that beautiful theory, we bring you the players of the Siblings podcast, starting with Gina.
Oh, hello. I am Gina from Gina's Funky
Gina.
Music. Hello! It's nice to see you guys. I make funky music on my channel, Gina's Funky Music, and I play your cleric, Anarchy. I hope we have a pleasant evening, and I hope we all don't die.
Ayaki.
Fingers crossed. And with that, we'll go to Kitty.
Hi, I'm Kitty Doe. I make animations on YouTube, but tonight I will be playing Lythander.
All right. And last, but maybe not least. Jack?
Hey everyone,
No,
I'm
it's fine.
Jack.
Kyle's the least.
No, Kyle!
Yeah, Kyle's the least for sure.
I like
no.
Kyle.
Anyways,
Why does everybody hate
Hi
Kyle?
everyone, I'm Jack from Parnell Animation. I also make animations on YouTube, and you might know me from Shiny Reanimated, I'm proud of working on that. So yeah, and I play Jim, everyone's cranky old man that they know exists.
Everyone's cranky old man that they know exists.
And with that, we bring you back to the scene where we previously left Team Fisher at the end of the first part of what they're deeming to be the apocalypse, or at the very least the end of Craven. It's yet to be determined if it will affect the entire world. Team Fisher just finished fighting Amelia, Jean's wife, the lovely woman who recently had some work done.
She's not lovely.
She put on a bunch of weight, that's for sure, and she started swallowing up townspeople whole.
Well, to be fair, I hear that most women put on weight after having children.
You know, that's true.
Yeah, baby weight.
Guys, she ate a bunch of people whole.
And pooped them out. Within seconds.
We should let the
Talk about
DMA.
digestion.
Hey, you know they say you are what you eat, so she's an entire village.
Anyway, back to DM talking.
That brings a whole different perspective to that saying, it takes a village to raise a child. She is the village. She's the whole package.
Because I feel like the crew's probably not going to be joking after this scene.
And Annie is the child.
Could you imagine just like death happens and the crew just be like, oh yeah, so like fat shaming or like, no, she's probably just pregnant. It's like, yeah, everyone, all the dead bodies are on them.
It's like,
I mean, to be fair, joking is one way that people deal with trauma.
That is
It's like Lythander's defense mechanism. I know that, so Lythander might not be the best in this situation.
Regardless, you guys killed Amelia. Her body did not make it into the crack between East and West Craven. You did wake up a good several people that were in the event square on East Craven, but there's still a ton of people who are asleep. There is now black goo coming out of Amelia's deceased mass of body that is running across the cobblestone pothole event square and and beginning to slowly spread out.
You know, at the very least, the potholes might actually come in handy for once.
Good point. So I have an idea. Hear me out. You guys you tell me a lot not to do this, but if I burn this tent, the smoke might wake everyone up.
Why do we want to wake everyone up? Oh wait, I thought you meant the people sleep. Oh my god.
The people in the sleep spell.
The way to wake up the people sleep though.
Why don't we just ring a really
Medics.
loud bell? They're just asleep.
And they're more than just asleep. They've been put to sleep by a spell.
So like
Really?
so you're saying I have to go to like a guy like this guy, grab my staff and just bonk him like this? Jim bonks a random guy on the head.
Make a strength check for me, Jim.
Okay.
Oh, not bad.
Oh no,
11.
I heard him.
Beautiful. You bonk this guy very firmly with your staff, and he does start to wake up, rolls over, kind of rubs his head like, what the heck?
Oh hey, what do you know? It worked.
Yeah, the way this spell works, you have to shake him awake or kind of give him a little slap.
What happened?
Basically this whole bullshit where everyone fell asleep and
Jane went
lives
on a
were-
murder spree.
Yeah, there was a whole murder spree thing, and
Sorry.
and do you
also
mind helping
probably-
us wake up everyone so they don't die?
He might be pretty weak. The spell drains a lot of energy.
Lythander points over to the giant, homunculus-looking thing that's been knocked over.
We're really gonna creep people out like this. Also, I'm gonna unsummon my big old scythe in the sky because I think it's still floating around.
Yes, it is. You can summon that to you. This man that you just woke up looks over, stares at this massive bodies. The color drains back out of his face, and he falls back over.
Hey, no! I need you to get up. Jim just starts shaking him.
Careful!
I need you to get up.
Jim, please! I need to explain something to this. The spell drains all of your energy. They need to see doctors, all of them.
Kip is now getting over to you guys and looking around. We can get people waking up, and we can get some doctors out here to take a look at them, but at the very least, we do need to get them waking up and moving, particularly the individuals who are on the ground close to... And he kind of points towards the black goo that is...
I believe her
slowly
name's
spreading.
We'll
Amelia.
wake them up first.
So is
We need
it
to hurry.
bonking time?
Maybe gently shaking time. Shaking works too.
These guys, but I want to bonk people.
They're
I can
already
get-
very weak. So please be careful if you do.
Be
I
no
can
worse
get-
than when I hit Lythander.
townspeople waking individuals up.
Mm-hmm. Especially because I think we have somewhere else to go, don't we?
Oh yeah, we got that wizard guy.
The Dark Wizard?
Yeah, you know that guy. The
Isn't
guy
he
you-
at the... He's at the bottom of the Craven house, and the secret entrance into it that's not in the Craven house is in the old cemetery where Northewyn is buried.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's head to the mausoleum.
Yeah. Kip,
Yeah.
this is kind of your thing. Do you Want to come with us, perchance?
He glances around slightly before giving a nod. Sure.
Who's gonna wake up the townspeople?
Well, you guys have already woken up. Remember, Jim, during the first few rounds of combat, was running around waking people up. No, a bunch of them ran off, but there are awake people on the east side.
Okay.
So, Kip will volunteer that you guys can start heading towards the old cemetery. He'll describe to you that if you go out through the hole in the wall that you guys crawled through to go talk to Xavier a couple of nights ago, if you crawl out through there, there's kind of it's slightly overgrown, but a path that previously was a very nice path, but it goes out towards the old cemetery. He can go get some people over here to start waking others up and get Xavier to be overseeing that.
Speaking of Xavier, Jim
Yeah,
kind
he's still up in the sky.
Jim kind of just shouts up at the wall that Xavier's standing on, or where Xavier's standing. He tries to shout to him at least. He's, "Hey Xavier, want to help us save some lives?"
You look over towards the roof of Craven House where he had previously been seated to shoot from, and he is not on the roof anymore.
Ah man, we really could have used his cool bows.
Thank you for the save, Xavier. But that's nice that he actually seems to know magic. I guess, hey, maybe we can be friends.
Why would your illusions have to do with him being your friend or not?
Well, it's nice to know people accept me and stuff.
Ah. I accept you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We should probably get heading to that cemetery.
You can't dilly or dally. We need to go. I have an idea. How far do you think cemetery is? Since I don't think we have a whole lot of time to waste.
There's not a whole lot of time to waste. Some of that will depend on just how overgrown the path is and potentially flooded out with portions of swamp and the like. You haven't really acquired that information, and I was just trying to say Kip is running off to get people to start waking others up.
How long do you think it'd take to walk there? From
your characters don't really have an estimate on that. Nobody's told you guys just how far away the cemetery is, but you're imagining it can't be a very long walk because it's a cemetery that it was previously the main cemetery of the city where they would take their bodies to be buried when people would die and the like. So I mean, nobody wants to walk.
And the secret tunnel has to be able to reach underneath them.
So, do you think Anarchy could start prepping the augury spell? Well, augury ritual, because this can be ritual cast, and that takes 10 minutes. Do you think she could prep that on the way? Or does it need to be a time? Yeah, what's the rules on that?
Doesn't say that you can't do it while moving. I would say that if you're trying to ritual cast while walking, there's going to be a slightly more cumbersome nature to it because the idea of ritual casting is, you're using magic runes and or longer stints of prayer and trying to actually use the material components and the like for the spell rather than using it as one of your spell slots. So I would say, for the sake of my game, if you want to do a ritual spell while walking, it'll take you 15 minutes per level instead of 10 minutes per level. Just because you also have to watch where you're walking.
Depends if that'll save some time. I'm trying to think how long it's going to take to get to the cemetery. And if we want to wait 10 minutes... Team, do we want to wait 10 minutes or do we want to...
Probably not a good idea to wait 10 minutes, but also...
I'll run the ideas Anarchy, hang on.
Okay.
This is what roleplay is for, after all. Okay, so, I have a plan. So, we need to get past Lady Northewyn. And likely...
We're talking with her.
Yes, we need to talk with her as well, but it could go south very easily. So, I could technically ask my goddess if it's a good idea or not. It takes 10 minutes prior to prepare the asking. I could prepare it on the way and it'll take about 15 minutes-ish. Or we could get there, prepare it properly 10 minutes, and then ask the goddess if it's a good idea to negotiate with a ghost.
I just think we have to go for it.
It could get very dangerous. And if we're doing this, I insist that you wear the sleep masks. That, Jim, yours and mine. And I'll probably have to go it alone.
Nobody is going anything alone.
Okay, but you can't look at the ghost. I'm the only one who could look at that ghost and say if she does have a scary image. I'm the only one who could possibly age 40 years without facing too many side effects.
I'm not entirely sure what you're talking or insinuating or how somebody would age 40 years by looking at something.
It can happen. And I
We're
don't
going
want that
together.
happening to you.
I will be fine. I would be a sexy 40-year-old.
Hey, we'll go with you. We'll take the masks.
Lythander's wearing the mask.
Yeah, I just said we're wearing the masks. Lythander.
Come on, guys, let's go. Lythander
Okay.
starts walking.
All right. Good luck, Kip.
See you in a bit, Kip.
Let us know if you...
He's coming
find
with
us.
us. He's just
Oh, he is?
picking up a few people.
He's just over about 50 feet away from you guys now, talking with other East Siders and getting them some instructions. And
Come on, Kip, we're heading out.
After a few more seconds of finishing up that conversation, he comes running back over to you guys.
Also,
Oh.
before they leave, Anarchy does a double take back to the sleeping individuals. Her right hand's kind of shaking a little bit. She grabs her left hand to stop it from shaking and continues moving with the group.
All right, you guys are heading up towards the north end of East Craven to crawl back out through the hole in the hedges that Kip showed you the other day when you guys went to go talk with Xavier. And sure enough, as you guys are getting through that, you can see where there is...
I'm gonna prep the augury ritual on the way anyways. We'll see how long it takes.
where there is a path that has been kind of overgrown, definitely doesn't get walked very often, but everyone make a perception check.
Uh-oh.
9.
Nat 20
Oh yeah, Jim!
plus my 3 in perception, a nice 23.
Wow, Jim, that's beautiful!
That's quite a roll.
Jim's something is not right senses are on point right now.
13.
All right. So, Jim, you are like totally aware, especially with the fact that like you're used to nature, whether you like it or not. You know a thing or two about nature. And this path, while very overgrown, it doesn't look like it's seen regular use in quite a while. Does look like it does see the occasional passerby. I mean, there's some branches that should be reaching much further across the path as you guys are walking that have been broken and tossed aside. So something is keeping it clean enough that it can be walked.
So, guys, either something magical is keeping this path a path, or someone's been here recently.
Well, I do believe the town may be haunted by Lady Craven. She may be expecting us. After all, she did call Lythander in his dreams.
That was just a coincidence.
Keep on guard just in case, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Jim grips his staff with 2 hands just to kind of be on guard.
Anarchy's continuing prepping the ritual.
You guys are walking, and it's not even 10 minutes of walking before you see your first gravestone, and you are realizing that at some point you did pass through what must have previously been a gate of sorts, but the gate is not upright and standing. You really notice ahead of you to your left the gravestone before you realize, oh, looking around you, yeah, this used to be a set of wooden pegs on either side of the path with what used to be a wooden gate that went across it, but now the door itself is off on the ground to the side of the path, mostly buried. It's definitely been down for a lot of years now. It's the entrance to the cemetery.
Anarchy's taking out her mask, her sleep mask, and handing it over to Lythander. Please, I insist you wear this. I'll hold your hand. So you know where you're going.
No, thank you. I'll just close my eyes.
Wear the damn mask, Lythander. It's for your safety.
Please.
I will be fine.
Lythander, put the mask on, please. I'm putting
Really
mine
not
on.
a good idea for anyone to be in a dangerous situation or a fight blind.
I'm not suggesting fighting blind. I'm just saying temporarily wearing it. Try the negation first. Then you may need to get off if we're in a fight.
Look,
Here.
I'm just not putting it on, okay?
Jim takes his and puts it on his forehead. Just put it on your forehead, so if things go rough, you can put it down.
Jim, I'll just close my eyes. It'll be faster.
Okay, but please be safe.
Freaking
I will be safe,
teenagers.
Anarchy.
Kip, you
Lythander
too.
smiles.
Kip, you too. You're the other one I'm worried about in terms of aging rapidly.
Wow, not, you know what, actually, yeah, I completely understand why you're not worried about
Yeah,
me.
you're a half-elf.
Yeah.
If you age 40 years, it's not going to be as bad. These two?
Yeah, my back just might get sore or something.
Alright, guys, come on.
You guys are walking in. You can hear your own footsteps sloshing through the really muddy parts of the path. Everyone make another perception check.
Here we go.
12.
Oh, shit.
7.
9.
We're not doing so great. Lythander's the one who noticed things today.
Strangely. Yes.
The one with the eyes closed, though. Good thing we didn't put his mask on yet.
Oh, look at that. Lythander, you can see as you are walking into the graveyard by the point that you're about 2 rows of tombstones in. The scene that you can see around you are various gravestones that are at differing points of being sunken into the marsh, stretching out to either side of you as far as you can see, but that's not a statement on how far they go, but rather the fact that with the trees and the very low fog that's settled in out here in the marshlands during all this wet season, you can't see terribly far away.
Oh, that reminds me. This may be a while. So, I should probably give you and Kip night vision. Night vision. It's dark out, right?
Right now, you guys are sitting at about 4:30, 5 p.m. It's later in the
never
day,
mind.
but not dark
wait.
yet.
Well, wait. I thought it was night.
Lythander, you do notice as you're about 2 rows of tombstones in, where there are a set of footprints, 2 sets of footprints that are a little bit
Jean and Annie's?
a little bit. You would presume potentially if they came here that it would be Jean and Annie's. It does look like a larger set and a smaller set.
Lythander gently reaches down to pat Anarchy's head before pointing at the footsteps. Also nudge Kip.
So
You
Jim's just
you don't think
Wait, think what? What are you looking at?
footsteps,
Oh,
like approximately the size of a little girl's and an older man?
oh, it's gotta be them.
Kip is now looking around as well, and you guys can clearly tell what he's studying is the mausoleum that sits still another 7 rows of tombstones down, but you can see a very large marble mausoleum that looks incredibly familiar to you, Lythander, down at the end of the path that sits kind of center in this large graveyard. It looks previously, you can see where there's stairs going down and in. It looks previously like there was a very nice entryway with doors and everything that would have fronted this mausoleum. But now instead it looks like at some point it was caved in. There's huge rocks sitting off to the left and the right, but the pathway is in fact unburied. It is no longer caved in as it was previously.
This looks like the way to go.
Looks like someone's been here.
Is that where the footprints lead to?
That is where the footprints lead to.
Alright.
Something tells me it's Jean and Annie.
And it's dark inside the thing? Mausoleum?
It is dark inside the mausoleum.
Alright. I suppose we don't want to cast a light, so we should cast... I should give you guys both night vision before we go in.
Yes, please.
Alright. Kip, Lythander, and Anarchy now have 300 feet of dark vision. Have fun, guys.
Beautiful.
How is Kip doing that dark vision adjustment there? First
He
time.
seems to to have blinked several times, like he's adjusting the fact that his brain is like, I'm taking in a little bit more light, but he doesn't seem too thrown off by it yet because it's not, you guys haven't quite gotten to the mausoleum yet, so he's not noticing as much the differences, because right now standing outside the mausoleum, looking ahead into it, your eyes are still adjusted for the light that's out here, so you can't just, see plain as day inside the mausoleum right now. But he is noticing some degree of difference as you've cast this spell. Obviously, he is reacting in some way.
Nice. I love seeing people react to magic. It's fun.
As you guys are walking, Lythander is the first one to notice that there's a quiet bell that's ringing.
Lythander crouches a little bit lower and stays more towards the walls, where the darkness lies more than the darkness in the center.
Well, there's not, you don't have any walls yet because you haven't reached the mausoleum yet.
Oh.
Anarchy, being the
You
13-year-old
guys are still...
that she is, tries to mirror Lythander. Just like...
What the hell are you
Just-
doing?
So you guys are still outside of the mausoleum. You've gotten close to the mausoleum. I'd say you're about 3 rows of tombstones out by the point that you're hearing lots of little bells. Now everybody can hear them. Everyone make a perception check.
Nat 20.
Nice!
Thank
Whoa.
you.
Lythander's on this game tonight.
Oh, 19.
Lythander, what do you see with your enemy eyes?
My brand!
Sorry, what did you get, Gina?
I got 12.
So we got a 12, a 19, and a nat 20. Okay.
Yep. So, everybody except Anarchy is quickly becoming aware. The bells, the ringing is coming from little bells that are next to all the different tombstones. It has strings that go down into the ground. And these strings are being pulled on, causing the bells to ring.
Do you guys think something's gonna rise out of those, or?
Out of what?
I would assume as much.
Yeah, you see those bells, Anarchy?
Hmm?
The bells right there.
With your attention drawn to them, you can notice them.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, something's pulling them from underneath. So either this place is really haunted, or we are gonna be swarmed by undead in a second.
Oh boy.
Yeah, speaking of which, while Jim and Anarchy are having that conversation, Lythander's moving forward into the mausoleum. He ain't sticking around for the undead to see him.
Yeah, we're joining you.
Lythander, wait up! Jim starts running.
Jim, keep your voice down.
Oh gosh. Kip will quickly be following you guys in. As you are getting into the mausoleum, though, your feet are now up on the marble, and you can hear the difference between as you guys are getting in and tucked up against the walls to try and, be hidden as you're moving into the mausoleum, just going with what was said previously, where there are still wet footprints that you can hear walking around out in the graveyard outside the mausoleum. You can hear sloshing sounds.
That's not good.
At least it's nice to know that we won't be the only ones with wet socks.
We need to keep moving forward. Anarchy's gonna grab onto her chainmail, trying to make sure it's not making too much noise.
She wants to stop clinking, but she's wearing chainmail, which usually includes some form of metal on the boots and whatnot, but she's also stone, going down marble stairs, and the marble echoes sound.
Yeah, this is why she has a disadvantage.
Yes, it is
so.
like this.
There's a reason why Anarchy has disadvantage in stealth.
Everyone make a stealth check.
Woo!
Yay! 4.
17.
3. She's trying her best, guys.
Lythander was going shh to everyone.
And Anarchy can't help it. She's trying so hard, but it's just
I wasn't
pump
designed for
and then
stealth.
some chain.
Oh my gosh! I wasn't designed for stealth. I was designed for fighting. I was designed to intimidate others
Jim's a little
with
too
my
chonky.
small body. Intimidation.
By the time you guys are getting to the first turnaround, so it goes down a half flight of stairs and then makes a U-turn for the other flight of stairs coming down. for the other half flight going down into the mausoleum. As you're at that turnaround and heading down the next half flight of stairs, you can hear where the marble is now echoing, reverberating, grown very familiar to you guys, of some sort of swampie that's now entering the mausoleum.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy. Do we keep moving forward or do we fight the thing?
Lythander's moving.
You're still moving forward?
Yeah, let's move.
Let's
Hey,
keep going.
you guys want me to throw some fire behind us and maybe we burn it?
Lythander isn't responding to anyone at this point. He's just moving forward.
Anarchy's like gonna grab Jim in Lythander's hands. No, wait, then Metal. She grabs her my armor again.
Kip
Never
is
mind.
now pressing himself against the wall and falling back from you guys.
Lythander's hoping for one of those gate things that there tends to be at the bottom of the mausoleum stairs to maybe hold off the zombie horde for a bit.
All right, that's clever. You are getting down towards the first big floor landing area that you can see. So, because there was that first little, technically like half of a turnaround area, but now you're actually in what appears to be. You hit this first little floor area, and you're in a large, rounded room that has against the walls where you can see. They get stacked 3 high, but not on top of each other, because it's like there's separate large rectangular cutouts in the walls that lay long ways that caskets have been lifted up and into. So you can see we're stacked 3 high, going in a large circular way around the room. There's about 8 columns total, 4 to your left and 4 to your right, before they meet in the center across the circle from you, full of caskets. And across the circle from you guys is a gateway that seems to be blocking another set of stairs going down. That gate has been blown open.
I suppose that's the way.
Well, yeah, probably.
We should check the room, though. I don't like this casket setup.
Lythander's still not talking. He's just trying to get down, get you all ushered in to close the gate.
Anarchy's like staring at the caskets, making sure nothing's gonna come out of them. But she's also gonna try to follow Lythander as well.
Jim's just kind of going with Lythander.
You 3 are making your way into this circular room to go across, and you hear several thuds and a couple grunts before there is something falling down the stairs towards you guys.
Lythander motions for you all to hurry so we can try and slam it on the guy.
Alright, I'm running with him.
Yeah.
All right, you guys run over towards the other end of the room, get through this gate, and you're pulling the gate shut.
That's
Yep,
the plan.
I'll help him with that.
There is a locking mechanism on it. You do not have a key for it.
Crunk.
Bonus action. Lythander's gonna pick lock.
You're gonna pick lock to lock this gate?
Nice.
Oh, to lock it? After
No.
we're already on the other side?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I was saying.
Are we all
You
over?
get there, you pull it shut, it's locked. There is a lock, it is not locked. I was
Okay,
asking
yeah,
if you
he's
want to
gonna
lock
bonus action try to lock the gate.
it. Okay.
Reverse
Clever.
lock picking skills.
Yeah, Lythander.
I mean, same purpose, right? 16 plus 9 is 25.
16 plus 9 is 25. Sure enough, you hear the click. You have successfully locked this gate.
Nice one.
As you finish locking the gate, you can look up. It is a zombie that fell down the stairs. It does seem to be dead. You can hear where Kip is still on the stairs fighting off zombies.
He's gonna unlock the gate!
We didn't get him in here!
I thought we were waiting for everyone to get in!
I thought everyone was in!
I said Kip fell back on the stairs.
Oh, no.
Kip!
Lythander's gonna try and run over and just grab Kip and drag him if he can!
All right, make another Thieves' Tools check for unlocking the door that you just locked.
Dear goodness, Kip.
26.
Beautiful. You get this door unlocked and kicked open to go back in. The swampie that's on the ground does not get up as you go running by it. You can see as you get to the bottom of the stairs where you look up, and on the little turnaround point, Kip is currently, he's kind of using the narrow hallway as a point for the fact that he can't really get himself very surrounded by swampies, and he's using it as more of a chokehold point to be fighting swampies. with his fists. There is a short sword on his hip, it seems, but he's using his fists.
Okay.
Lythander's running over to grab him and just drag him.
You're not being at all sneaky about running up to Kip, are you?
No.
No. Okay. You're running up to grab him. He doesn't get dragged very easily, so roll a strength check to see if you can pull him. 11.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that was sad. Okay. He actually gets pulled relatively easily. You seem to have shocked him a little bit.
He doesn't get pulled easily. He gets pulled easily.
Anarchy's gonna give Lythander a guidance for his next roll, because I think he's gonna lock the door pretty quick.
All right. You are now pulling Kip along, and he kind of has this moment of, what are you doing?
There's a gate.
These things will still be out here.
And we can stab him through the gate.
He moves with you to the other side of the gate.
And now Lythander will be slamming the door shut, bonus action.
Blessing of the goddess!
And blessing of the goddessing.
Okay.
So stop. Technically, he has the blessing of the goddess, so I feel like that's a natural 5, technically. It's a nat 1, but I feel like the guidance of the goddess makes it technically a 5.
Thank goodness for goddess guidance.
Which means it's a 14.
You just don't want to use your lucky.
No.
Oh my gosh. You hear, as you slam that door shut and you get it locked, where you hear a click and you hear something snap inside the lock.
Joffrey, no.
Wait, first, did you name the lock?
Yes, something snapped inside the lock.
Lythander pulls out his thieves' tool to check if it's okay.
The top inch of your thieves' tool is broken off.
Joffrey!
Oh, you named the tool. Oh.
Guess we're stuck in
Still
here.
weird, but a little less weird.
It's fine, the gate's not that sturdy. It's only
True.
gonna hold off these guys for a short time. Come on, let's keep moving.
Alrighty. Come on, Kip, don't fall behind this time.
I might be able to lift it later.
Kip is following you guys, so he does keep glancing over his shoulder to listen to as swampies are now arriving at the gate, and you can hear where they're hitting on the gate and trying to push at the gate or reach through the gate.
Let's move faster.
All right.
Just lightly.
Lythander's trying to take the lead to also try and look for traps.
You're trying to look for traps? All right, don't you have to move at like half speed to do that until...
Yes.
All right, so Lythander has slowed the group down.
Okay,
to
we're gonna
about 15 feet of movement. Without saying anything. He's just gotten in front of you all and started walking very slowly.
That's fine. Anarchy's kind of be like baby ducky mode and just like tries to mimic whatever he's doing.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Tired to think of a witty remark right now, so.
So you're all crawling your way down these stairs very slowly, 15 feet
Crawling
per
your
6
ways,
seconds.
our ways downtown. Walking fast.
Well, he'll use his bonus action to technically dash, so I'm figuring he's moving 30 feet, but he's checking for traps on his action.
Huh.
So walking movement, 15 feet. Action, checking for traps.
Which
Bonus
covers
action.
10 feet, I believe. Previously, it was like a 10-foot space that you could be checking per round, which moving 30 feet would move you well beyond what you could feasibly check in the round. But I'll say that you guys, you're not going all that far anyway. It's only about 30 feet of movement, 15 down to the turnaround and then back over before you are in the next large circular room.
I'll be right back.
The following is Silly Songs with Jack.
We're in a mausoleum and it's dark and it's scary. But Lythander, he's feeding us the doors. He's got doors and locks and he broke his lock. Poor guy. He's traumatized. Hallelujah. Jack's better at this.
Thank you for listening to Silly Songs with Jack. We will now resume our scheduled program.
You guys are just getting down to the bottom of the stairs and into the next large circular room. And this large circular room has coffins on the walls that are stacked 5 high. And again, it's another 8 columns that go around the room. So the stairs coming down here were longer. There is another set of gates at the bottom of these stairs, if you want to close those.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, these tools check.
19 plus 9 is 28.
Easy enough. All right. You've got that door locked. There are the 8 columns of coffins, and as you are entering into this room, Lythander is focused on turning around and locking the gate.
Give me a bonus action.
Yes, but it's what you're thinking about doing. Okay.
Can Arnicky whisper something to Jim real quick?
As you guys are coming down to the bottom of the stairs? Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
If things go really, really south, can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Okay, if I die, whatever reason, would you pray over my body? Would you wish for me back? Could you be over my body and just wish for me to come back?
Yeah. I'll do that.
And whatever you do, see this necklace?
Yeah.
Pointing to the necklace on her neck.
I want you to hold on to it. If that happens, hold on to it tight, like your life depends on it.
Okay.
Thanks, Jim.
I'll make sure to do that. And if I die, there's something I want you to know. I'll probably haunt some random person and get that person to find you guys to help. Okay.
You sure you don't want me to wish you to come back?
Well, that would be mostly appreciated. But if that doesn't work out, then this is Plan B.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe I'll haunt Kyle.
So you guys get to the bottom of the stairs. Lythander turns around as you guys get down there to get them locked, with Kip on the correct side of the gate with you guys. And it is very dark in this room. Thankfully, you all have night vision, but you can see where on the other side, instead of a set of stairs going down, there is a hallway that continues on. And there's something glowing coming from the end of that hallway.
Ooh. Guess this is it, huh? It's either a ghost or a fire.
Likely.
Or it's cheating.
Do you want me to do the augury spell?
2 out of 3 of these are not pleasant.
I don't think
The
that's
fire would be nice. Nice warm fire.
Sander presses his lips together. Speak for yourself. Do you know where the last air vent area is? It probably all the way back at the top will be smoked out. He starts walking.
Well. Hey, Lythander, do you think if I go, do you think I'd get to choose who I haunt?
Let's not have this conversation right now.
It's very cold.
Oh.
Northewyn, we're requesting an audience.
Are you just chilling in this room and shouting that down the hall?
Yeah.
I'm going to grab Anarchy's going to take out Sood's necklace now.
Okay.
Please, Lady Northewyn, I want to help you. We want to help you. Sood wants to help you.
It feels eerily quiet, except for the presence of some very, very quiet sniffling.
Northewyn, you're gonna be okay. Or Annie. Whichever. Annie, is that you?
Jim starts going towards it.
Jim is now walking down the hallway.
Lythander reaches out to grab Jim's wrists, but decides against it.
Kip will be following
Annie.
Jim.
Pardon?
So those two go. Kip and Jim go down the hallway. Are you two waiting behind?
Anarchy's gonna follow behind Kip, concerned about, human, ghosts. Aging.
Lythander's gonna wait behind to keep an eye on the gate.
Okay. You can still hear from the sounds that are echoing off the walls that the zombies are still tied up at the top gate.
For now.
Northewyn, is that you? Your sister sent us.
So you guys go down this hallway. It's only about 10 feet long. You enter into what seems to be a large room, but this room isn't cemented like the other one with fine stones in the walls and everything. It looks like a larger area that's just been dug out. And in the middle of this room, you can see the faint blue glow of an ethereal presence, a woman that is floating about a foot off the ground, her hair extended around her, and she seems to be floating a little limp in the air, her head lolled forward just a little bit, locked in eye contact with Annie, who is standing in the center of the room. Standing is a strong way of putting it. She looks like she's almost floating as well. It's just that her toes are still on the ground. But you don't see any strain of her trying to stand on her toes. This seems very natural. She is holding a large glass orb in front of her that's smoky and emanating a blue aura very similar to what you presume to be Northewyn's ghost's aura. And the two of them seem to just be staring at each other.
Jim looks at this and
Annie.
says, I didn't realize we were interrupting something. I'm sorry. That was really rude of us.
Everyone who's in the room, make a perception check.
Awful tonight.
What the hell?
8.
7.
How's Kip doing?
Oh, Kip at least got a 19.
Good for Kip.
Damn, Kip!
Kip is good in perception. Kip is carefully walking into the room, crouched down. He's staying towards the wall, though. He's not going over fully into the center of the room. There seems to be something that he is being mindful of.
Anarchy's gonna kind of motion what Kip's doing.
Jim will
I'm
join.
not really sure what
them.
he's doing.
I just want to point out, Anarchy, do you think that's a good idea because you are noisy?
Good point. Never mind, I'm gonna stay here.
Jim will just go with Kip then.
Alright. So Kip is making his way around the outer wall of the room to be moving to get a look towards Annie's front, because Northewyn, since they're facing each other, Northewyn was facing the entryway that you guys came through, and Annie's back was relatively to you. As you are moving around to the other side of the room, you can see where it appears Annie's eyes seem to be completely black right now. They do not have any iris or the white of their eyes to separate anything. The glass orb that she's holding seems to be covered in something black and sticky that is running down her forearms and dripping off of her elbows to the ground. And this black ooze that's on the ground around her feet seems to be the same color as a large magic sigil of some sort that's centered on her in the middle of the room here. Glowing on the ground. It is glowing with an unholy kind of aura, though. It's very faint to see. Hard to tell it glowing apart from the blue aura of the ghost. But as you're getting around towards the front, it's much easier to differentiate.
Jim whispers to Kip, so, that's definitely not a good thing, is it?
He shakes his head very slowly. He seems to be studying it, but he doesn't say anything.
He definitely should have brought the cleric into the room.
Cleric is in the room, she's just standing still in the back of the room.
Jim starts kind of going back towards Anarchy to try to go tell her what's up.
Okay.
Like doing the same motion but backwards.
All right. You sneak your way around the outside of the room. Make a stealth check.
Boy, Jim and Stealth don't get along too well. He gets plus nothing for stealth, if you're wondering.
I have plus -3 in stealth. You're fine.
Oh, nat 20. Nice.
You just like slink your way back around over to Anarchy.
He learned it from his wife.
Oh no.
So, Anarchy.
Mm-hmm.
That thing seems pretty damn unholy.
Yeah.
And that's coming from the guy who lights forests on fire.
And how do you propose I get over there? I'm not exactly quiet.
Is there anything I could do? Like, do you have any items I could use or something I could help? Or
What do you see over there exactly?
kind of like this symbol, and black ooze coming from the orb, filling it up, and it's glowing very ominously.
Sude said that the wizard is likely controlling Northewyn, right?
Right?
If we find him, if we free Northewyn, perhaps that's where we should lay our priorities.
Are you sure that's not Northewyn? Right there?
Oh, that's Northewyn. But Northewyn's being controlled by the wizard, right? If we fight the wizard, we might be able to free Northewyn and break the curse on that seal.
Okay. So, we're gonna keep going to the wizard?
I don't know if I'll be able to get past there. Not easily, anyway. What is it exactly that Kip's avoiding in the room?
He didn't say. He's a man of very few words.
I'm gonna get Lythander.
I'm
Be right
assuming
back.
use.
Anarchy's gonna kind of quietly back out of the room and try to get Lythander into the room.
He's only 10 feet behind you.
Oh.
You just really poke out of the room and motion for him to come in, and he'll come
Yeah,
in.
basically that's what she's doing. Like, get over here, please.
Lythander slides on over.
Lythander, there's like this ooze stuff coming from the orb, going around that symbol, and it's glowing ominously.
Kip seems to be avoiding something in the room. Can you tell what it
Lythander
might be?
will look around.
Make a perception check.
Oh, he's at the perception. Crush you.
Horrible tonight. I believe in you.
1. Dirty.
I don't know. Seems kind of spooky in there. Have you noticed there's a ghost? He's kind of scary. And she is facing you guys.
So there's the ghost, and she's making direct eye contact with Annie.
Yes.
And can Lythander see the orb?
As you move your head and lean one way, you can see, because her arms are out in front of her holding it. It's not just like up against her chest. You can catch a small glimpse of it.
I think the orb is holding the ghost. I think she's got her in some sort of hold spell.
So, should we
Not the spells exist.
So Anarchy thinks we should fight the wizard to free her of this.
No, I think we need to break Northewyn of the trance, and that Northewyn's gonna go after Jean. But the problem is Annie's protecting her father.
So, do you think maybe we could shatter the orb in some way?
I think as long as we break Annie's concentration, Northewyn's getting free. But the problem is I'm nervous that Northewyn's gonna try to attack Annie first. So we need to protect Annie. But I think this trance needs to be broken. And we need to be prepared for Northewyn to be very, very angry that she's being held.
I could bonk Annie on the head.
I have an idea. What if I cast light on my spear and throw it in the room and then blind them?
Do you have to touch something to cast light on it?
I have to cast... Yes, I do. But if I cast light on the spear beforehand and then throw it, think that could work?
Maybe you could... And then Lythander looks down at your armor and says, never mind. Can you do the light thing? Looking at Jim.
I can light things on fire.
That's not helpful. I was going to say, if we could find a way to get Anarchy snuck up behind Annie, she could cast light right on the bridge of Annie's nose to blind her.
Exactly. That would be nice. but it's hard to do. Wait a minute. The mask.
The mask?
Yeah, what if I cast light on the mask and Lythander puts the mask on Annie?
That
Right.
might be a little hard to do, trying to slide a mask, and it's also very easy to take off.
True. But we need to distract her, right?
Right?
Any other ideas?
You could just try to knock her out.
That's also an option. Poor
And
Annie.
just be prepared. I just need you guys to be prepared to defend her. Because I'm 90% sure Northewyn's gonna come right for her. If you guys can do that, I'll do my best to sneak up on Annie and knock her out.
So wait, isn't that what I just proposed with bonking her?
Yes, but I'm stealthier.
Oh, but I'm still feared. I would have more fun doing it.
Lythander snickers a little.
Oh boy.
Okay, just go knock her out. But you better have fun doing it, damn it.
Be careful.
Okay,
So
so
basically-
in advance, if Northewyn goes either towards Lythander or Annie, who's on the ground, she has the necklace of Sood around her hammer, and she's going to use it to kind of block in front of them.
Jim has produced a flame in his hand, and if Northewyn goes to attack someone, he is going to throw it in the opposite direction of that person, not to attack Northewyn, but to kind of like maybe distract her and make her go, what?
Lythander's gonna now creep on over.
Alright, make a sneak check.
That's 17 plus 7 is 25. Nope.
That's the
22,
number.
21,
That's a number
20.
funnier than 24.
17 plus what?
7. 24.
There you go.
Hey, you know what's funnier than
25, 22,
24?
21, 20. We just kind of.
Hey, do you guys know what's funnier than 24?
What?
Run it back.
Also, I love that Lythander's secretly a spell expert all of a sudden. Lythander, what are you sharing, huh?
Not that spells exist, but he's been around the block.
Some magic.
It looks like
He
a whole
has seen
spell.
plenty of
Really,
magic
Lythander?
items. He has seen plenty of magic items in his day.
Not that those exist. Not that
Not that
magic
they
exists.
exist, or that
That
magic
definitely looks like a
exists.
whole spell.
It definitely looks like they're making eye contact and neither is moving, and that requires a lot of concentration.
Man. Alright, so you are sneaking up. Annie does not seem to be acknowledging you very much. She has not moved to acknowledge that you've walked up or anything.
Cool. Lythander's gonna take the hilt of his dagger and jam it right into her neck to try and knock her out.
Roll an attack.
I'm gonna use my luck. My last one for the night.
Ah,
Oh no.
you got this, Lythander.
7 plus 5 is what, 12?
Yep.
Does that hit?
12 hits.
Alright, I'm just gonna do a 1d4 divided in half. Because it's the hilt. And then add a sneak attack.
Okay.
So that's 5.
5 damage? Yeah, yes, it is. Even though I had to do a double glance at those dice, I was like, 3 plus 3 is not 5. Yeah, no, divided by 2. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either 5 or 6. Your choice.
5 or 6, one of the two. Who really cares what it is at some point? You're doing some damage to a small child. Do you feel good about yourself?
No.
You walk up and you hit her really hard in the head with your
Neck!
in the neck with the dagger, trying to knock her out.
Tried to go for that sensitive spot.
You going for like the front of the neck? You're trying to collapse her right
No! Side!
Okay, side of the neck. All right, you hit her, and she screams and drops the orb. Lets her hands go to protect her neck. She is not unconscious. But with that, she is now
A
brought.
bonus action I can use object. Can I try to catch the orb?
Well, catching something is not quite the same as using object. That's a dexterity thing. That would be more of an action because it's falling from a height that's already lower than your hands. You have to get some movement in there. I would say say no, not in the same
Okay.
round. But she has dropped it. Let's see, does it take any damage on the drop? No. It bounces on the ground, not bounces like a bouncy ball, but it does bounce on the ground and then start rolling off towards the side of the room. She has her hands clasped to her neck where you hit her with this kind of moment of, you hit me! Head starting to look at you with these really big eyes that are quickly resuming their normal appearance of...
Cool. Bonus action.
blue
He's gonna
eyes.
use his offhand then to hit her on the other side.
Oh, jeez,
Okay.
Lythander. No mercy.
And there's another damage.
You have to roll to see if you hit first.
Oh yeah. 17.
Okay, that hit!
There's another damage.
Poor Annie.
Why are you hitting me? She screams. She is now trying to run away from you. Would you like to take? No, you haven't used your action. Would you like to take an opportunity attack?
Yes.
Lythander, if she's running away,
Natural 20. Please.
No, let him play out. Let him play out. It's kind of funny.
2, so that's a 1, and another 2, and that was a 4, so another 2, so that's another 5 damage.
Your goodness.
She turns to start running away, and you clock her, and down she goes.
Oh my god!
Face first into the concrete with a scream.
Lythander,
Knocked
you
out.
realized she was running away, right?
To her dad.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Northewyn now goes to attack is a little bit vague. Do you mean like moves at anyone in what you perceive to be an aggressive sort of manner, like arms raised? Do you mean just if she moves towards anyone in
If she
general?
moves towards anyone in general.
Yeah.
So that way, it's kind of like a block, but she can clearly see the necklace on the hammer. It's around, she's wrapped it around the inside of it, so that way, if it's in a blocked position, you can see the necklace.
All right. Everyone roll initiative for me.
All right, let's go.
15.
15.
Oh, I get actual.
Yes!
Oh my god, I actually got decent initiative? No way.
Yeah, same.
I didn't roll a nat 1 on initiative? Holy.
Hey, if you
Holy
have to
shit.
pick a place to put your nat ones, I will always put them on
15!
I got 11.
15!
I think where's my initiative?
Let's save
Kinda
some
look-
people!
Yeah, 11.
Yes. She seems to have been woken up from whatever trance she was in previously through this maintained eye contact with Annie. And as a ghost, she looks around, seeming to be sizing up her surroundings before her eyes do settle on Lythander, who is the immediate person in front of her, having been right behind Annie, who she was making eye contact with. She does move towards Lythander, so that triggers both of your guys' held actions.
Okay.
So, Anarchy is higher on the initiative order, so we'll say Anarchy's held action will go off first. Anarchy, you are using your hammer to block her.
I am using the hammer to block her and show her the necklace of Sood. Say, Northewyn, please wait! Sood sent us!
Alright, and Jim, what are you doing?
Jim just kind of yeets his little fire at the wall opposite to Lythander, just as a little safety, like, just don't go and stay away from him, please.
We're trying to make peace with the
You
ghost.
know what? Actually, nah, he's just gonna hold on to that fire.
We don't want to fight her.
So you're not throwing the fire anymore.
Nah.
Even though you were prepared to throw the fire, but now you're deciding not to.
Yeah.
He saw Anarchy do something.
He saw Anarchy do a thing. He didn't know she was gonna do that.
Alright. So, she pauses briefly, seeing the hammer, which has the necklace attached to it, that does seem to have caught her attention to some degree. Her hair is not floating as much around her. Her feet have come down closer to the ground. That makes it Lythander's turn. The ghost is only a couple feet away from you.
Cool. Lythander's gonna... The orb's all the way over at the wall, right?
Oh, yes, it's rolled off to the side of the room.
Lythander's gonna take off his leather vest and he's gonna wrap it up to put underneath what's her name's head.
So you are putting a leather vest under Annie's head?
Yeah.
Aww.
Okay. You put a leather vest under Annie's head.
That'll be his turn.
Okay. Anarchy.
Mhm.
It is your turn now.
She's gonna negotiate with the ghost.
You're trying to enter into a conversation with the ghost?
A little bit, yes.
All right, what do you want to generally say? Remember, keep it to about 6 words. Idea of what you're saying.
Northewyn, Sue sent us. She wants us to free you. She wants us to help.
Okay. Jim, your turn.
Jim slowly starts walking towards Northewyn as well. I'll also try and talk peace here, joining Anarchy, okay?
All right. I will let the two of you, I will let you guys make one persuasion roll, but you can add both of your persuasion bonuses to the roll.
Okay. Okay. Wait, one roll each, or just one roll?
One roll, but with both of your bonuses.
All of our bonuses combined?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, well,
So I have +2 in persuasion. What do you have in persuasion?
I got a +4.
Oh, nice. That's +6.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so 13.
13. All right. And Kip's turn. Kip is going to check on Annie, just because he's a concerned citizen and the ghost doesn't seem to be attacking anyone. Though as he's moving towards Annie, he doesn't seem to be taking his eyes off of Northewyn.
When Kip gets over to Lythander, Lythander quickly informs Kip she's just unconscious.
Okay. And that brings it to the top of the round with Northewyn again. She sees this necklace. She's now stared at this necklace. She lost her last turn kind of taking it in. And she looks at the two of you as you're talking. Before the room starts getting increasingly cold. And this ghost seems angry. She is now attacking Anarchy, who has the hammer and the necklace. Oh, it was a cute attack.
As cute as Anarchy.
She has reached out to try and hit you. You feel a very cold presence wash over you as she does this. Now, I do need everyone in their room to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, nat 20.
13.
So, nat
13?
20
Yes.
plus my
That's
wisdom, so
good.
24.
7.
Poor Jim.
Jim. All right.
I'm proud of Lythander. He did it.
Thank you. At a -4, he got a 17.
Jim, you now have the frightened condition for the next minute.
Jim's like kind of backing up a little bit.
And that makes it Lythander's turn.
Keep an eye on her. It's just some bruising around her neck, but still. And he'll stand up and he'll run over to go help Anarchy.
Help her how? You're offering the help action, which just gives her advantage on her roll, or?
Let's see here. He's gonna run up, and basically what he's gonna do is give her the help action. He's gonna give her the help action, and he's gonna say, "Please, we just want to help you rest." Scared because I know she doesn't wanna.
Are we? What are the rules?
No
for
evil
persuading-
ghost wants to rest.
I know, but what's the rules for persuading people who are, angry?
Oh, can I retcon that, or there's not something better?
Okay.
You say, "We just want to help you fix things."
Perfect.
Yeah, that's way better.
This ghost be fixed on whatever, their motivation is. And if we're saying, hey, we want to help you with the motivation.
They do like to be helped with their motivations. As far as persuasion goes, it's kind of like with anything except ghosts have a little bit less, depending on the ghost and how long they've been a ghost and all sorts of stuff, can sometimes have less ability to be persuaded because it's usually their strength of conviction towards their grudge that keeps them tied to the plane rather than moving on. So they're harder to persuade than the average person who, if I change my mind on my lifelong grudge, I'm not just going to fade out of existence. So they're not really a full person always anymore. Some ghosts are repeated memories. Some ghosts can be very, very close to what they were when they were humans. Usually the longer a ghost has been there, the less of the original person exists, and the more one aspect of that person exists.
Okay, so this can be a challenge.
Potentially. So Lythander's giving you the help action, which means whatever roll you have to make on your turn, basically, Anarchy, you're going to get advantage on it.
Okay.
So, what is it that you want to do now that it's your turn?
I'm gonna do... Here's my plan. I'm going to cast guidance on myself and attempt to persuade Northewyn one more time, this time opening the locket. One hand is still on the hammer, still in a block position. And she's going to repeat again. Please, Northewyn. We want to help you in any way we can. Please remember. So, one more
right.
persuasion.
Yep, one more persuasion
With
roll.
a guidance. Let's
And
go.
advantage.
13.
Alright, so you've got a 13 Anarchy?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Same.
And that makes it Jim's turn.
You're still scared.
Yeah, Jim's just gonna keep slowly backing up, and go, yeah, we're just continue trying to persuade. He's just doing it from a bit further back, right? And he goes, yeah, we're just, we heard you called, so we came to help out. Consider us the handy men and women of your afterlife.
Jim! Dear goodness.
Should I roll persuasion, or was that too pathetic to even roll?
Give me 1 second. What do you remember what you rolled when you had your wisdom saving throw for the horrifying visage?
Like 7, right?
It was 7.
It was a 7, right?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Are you aging?
Jim, you are now 10 years older.
Ah,
So you might want to make a note for your character sheet that you are 10 years older. Thankfully, you're a half-elf,
Yeah?
but you're 10 years older now.
And thankfully Lythander made the save, so he's not going
Lythander
to
made
age
the save.
at all.
Thank God.
It sounds like Kip made the save too.
Kip made his save, but thankfully wisdom isn't a weak point for him. Lythander was the one I was afraid for.
Me
With
too!
that -4 in wisdom, but he rolled
you
a
made it.
17.
You made it, Lythander. I'm so
Woo!
proud. You don't have to age like 40 years.
Because with a -4, you have to fail.
Would
the
it help
DC.
if Jim put his duck mask on that was on his forehead, just put it over his eyes now?
You're going to have to make
so-
the save again in a minute, I think.
What I was going to say is, in your movement, you can move back towards the circular room and get out of line of sight.
Okay.
So you could actually run away, get out of the room, and take a round to kind of take a couple of breaths and try to calm yourself down.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So you want to head out of the room?
Yeah, he'll just say that and bye.
So Jim turns around and runs. You get out of line of sight at the end of your turn. Because you are no longer in line of sight, I'm going to say you can make the saving throw again at advantage.
Okay. I've been having very bad rolls tonight, so hopefully... Oh!
That's good.
Well, that first one, 19
Oh,
plus 5, 24 is the first roll. I doubt we're going to get much better unless I get a nat 20. Nope, the second roll is 18. So,
All right.
so 24 it is.
Alrighty. You get out of the room. You kind of put your back against the wall, out of line of sight. Take a few deep breaths. You do feel that you've passed your saving throw. So you do feel yourself calming down now that you're further away from this ghost, which was absolutely terrifying. Like so scary. My gosh. It felt like she could just reach into your soul and cause it to wither inside of your skin.
Jim just be like, I hate ghosts.
But, alright, that brings it to Kip's turn. Kip is now getting to his feet since Annie is unconscious, he is moving Annie further away from this fight in case people start running around and in case this does become a fight. Get the child out of the way.
Good idea, Kip.
Which brings it back to the top of the round. The top of the round. Oh no. Northewyn does not seem to be bought over by your words. She seems like the more you try to talk up the fact that Suterina wanted you to come here and help, and now that you're showing her this picture, she seems very angry. She takes another swipe at you, and she does miss you again, but she is swiping not at you as much. You get a very clear image. She is trying to smack your hand that has the locket. That makes it Lythander's turn.
Lythander is now going to... Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know how to... He's not sure anything he has is gonna work on a ghost. Goodness. I'm just checking over my character sheet really quick just to see if there's anything he can pull out of his butt. Yes. Yes, there is, and it's not going to do anything, but it feels very up Lythander's butt. So, he pulls out his sage aroma and opens it, because it helps give wisdom and stuff like that, to waft at her and be like, think of a reason, Northewyn!
What?
she just needed Old Spice.
Old Spice.
I stand Lythander. Yes, he took the best with. Oh my gosh. Lythander's now wafting sage at a ghost.
Telling her to think of reason.
Think of reason to not be attacking.
Hey, you know, the aroma, she's translucenty, so, like, maybe to, like, literally affect her body.
Maybe it'll literally affect her body. Anarchy.
Okay. We're gonna try another persuasion. Is that possible? With a different act?
If you have a different angle that you want to try at it genuinely, I will let you try for a different angle.
Okay, let me think here. Okay, so Anarchy's gonna do a couple things. She's gonna again cast guidance on her self. And give myself the blessing of the goddess. And she this time takes the necklace off the hammer, places it carefully on the ground, and she's still in a block position, kind of moving towards in front of Lythander and saying, Do you remember him? Do you remember him from his dream? You sent him, didn't you?
So you basically pick up a Lythander and you're like, hey, look at this hoe!
He lost sage.
I'm in front of you. No,
I just want an image of Anarchy like holding Lythander like I was like angry, focused, trying to
I
walk.
just want him to like have a face like this, like his head is pushed back against his neck as he just like from the wrist movement, just wafting sage.
Daintily walking.
thankfully also in front of you, so if you need to make a sneak attack at any point, I don't know if that's gonna help you, but so we just got like the two idiot kids who are like, do you remember him? This dude? And this dude's like, hallelujah, we got sage. Different angle.
It's a very different angle.
All right. So, make your persuasion roll, Anarchy.
Let's go.
Can she add Lythander's persuasion to it?
Because of the sage?
No, because she's bringing him into it. Look at
Because
this.
she's bringing him into it. That has the effect of affecting the DC for how hard of a roll that Anarchy needs to hit. Because it depends on what angle she tries
Just
to
wondering,
play.
you know, if this became the face that was trying to sell it, in which case.
Are you kidding me? It's the same gosh number, 13.
You're cursed.
It's always 13.
So, Anarchy can only be 13 out of 20 persuasive.
Oh wait, I forgot my persuasion add to that. Hang on. I forgot to add the persuasion to it.
That's plus 2, so that's 15.
15.
And that brings us to Jim's turn. Jim, you've now calmed down. You're out of the room.
So, like, could Jim go back in and not age, or would he still age?
Technically, Jim has no clear concept of what's going to happen if he goes back into that room. That thing was scary, but he also knows his friends are in there.
His children.
It's kids. It's the kids.
And some other kid.
Well, no, Kipper's bringing her out, so Kip might be out there with Jim.
Kip was moving her against the wall.
Oh, okay, never mind.
The kids.
The kids!
The kids and some other kid and Kip.
Well, I can't see that thing, but I gotta be there. I got it. Jim dramatically puts his duck mask down over his eyes and
Oh my gosh.
on the wall to stumble his way into the room as he
He's gotta be there for the kids.
Oh
gotta
my
get
gosh.
Oh, the children! Damn it! Right?
Oh my god. I stand Jim.
You stumble your way back into the room. You're moving at half speed because you've blinded yourself and you're having to feel your way in. But again, 15 feet is enough to get you in the room.
And Jim says one more thing of persuasion, right?
Okay.
And he says, I get it. You want everyone to get you.
Remember,
want
only
things-
6 words.
Okay, right. Sorry, can't be a big.
Choose your words wisely.
Yeah, shit. I gotta think real quick. My words. I didn't even say words in one round when I said persuasion. Let's see. I'm just gonna say he's being persuasive. I can't think of the words.
All right. Make a
Okay.
persuasion roll.
12. Ugh.
All right. That ends Jim's turn. Kip is now up because he's now moved Annie out of the way, and he is moving around to get at a better angle with the ghost. He doesn't seem to be attacking yet. He seems crouched slightly, ready to close with the ghost and attack just in case.
Valid.
Now, she stops and she's now staring at Lythander, her eyes narrowing. She seems to be trying to take in this. Wafting the sage. She's trying to process this information a little bit. Let's see here. Roll a percent check for me, Lythander.
Oh, 64.
64. Not the worst percent in the world. A little
Not
bit
bad.
above average.
I feel like he should roll at advantage because of the sage.
Because of the sage making the ghost more wise.
More wisdom.
Her to be more wise. Otherwise, all of her saving throw things will get harder.
Oh no.
Make her less wise. Make her less wise.
Nah, keep wafting it. See, we're her friends. My else would be make her stronger. Only her enemies would want her weaker.
She has now floated down, set her feet are on the ground. She's not said anything yet. But she has not attacked you either. Makes it Lythander's turn.
It's gonna keep wafting the sage at her and give her a nice smile and say, "You asked me to help you."
All right. Anarchy, what you gonna do on your turn?
She's gonna say to the ghost,
Did you ask him to help you? We're here to listen.
And Jim, what are you gonna do on your turn?
Jim's just gonna say, "We're friends. You can trust us."
All right. Kip is continuing to hold his action. He seems ready to run at the ghost if the ghost actually tries to attack anyone. Okay, so she is now on her feet on the ground, and she's still floating across the ground, but she now closes the distance with you to reach out and take the necklace, even though her hand passes through the necklace. You have my necklace. Makes it Lythander's turn.
Lythander's slowly gonna catch the sage now that she seems to have gained some wisdom and put it back.
All right.
How can we help?
We will temporarily leave initiative order just because nobody is trying to throw any punches right now. But the
Okay.
initiative order is still sort of there in the background.
alright,
Okay.
then I'll kind of say,
If it's yours, you should keep it. Suit brought that. We want to listen to whatever you need to say to us.
Her face deepens with anger as you make that comment before she swipes at the necklace again. She really cannot hit you, Anarchy. It is the hardest thing in the world for her to actually hit you and do damage, but you seem to have made her angry with your comment.
Okay, note to self. Don't mention what's her name. At all. Take 2, guys!
Take 2.
Ah, shit.
Please, Northewyn, just tell us how we can help you.
How dare you give me what's mine as if her opinion has any matter. Her voice echoes off of the walls, and you can feel a very slight tremor as her rage permeates the room that you guys are in. Now, I do need everyone to make a perception check.
Okay.
Jim have disadvantage because he has a duck mask on.
Jim can't make the perception check at all. It's over your eyes.
12.
The penalty is a -30 on your perception check, Jim.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
Dirty 20 and 12. All right.
Jim gets anyways. I'm curious. With a -30. Oh man, he would have rolled. Oh god, he would have been really perceptive if he didn't have -30.
Because he's blind.
It would have been a 19 if he wasn't blind.
Jim's there for emotional support.
Oh gosh.
Hey guys, what's happening?
Anarchy, as you are looking around the room, now that you've got a little more time to, you're trying to talk a little bit more and not in immediate danger always of being attacked, you are realizing there's not another doorway that you can see in here. You're not entirely sure where you're supposed to go next in terms of where Jean would have gone.
Stuck in here. So there's no doorways. Are the doors gone? Or
You don't know, you just don't see any doorways as you look around.
That's the one we came in.
Yes.
it's like she changed us in the room. Interesting.
No, the doorway that you came in is still there.
Oh, okay. When's it gone?
There's just no other doors. So in terms of you guys were trying to follow Jean, you don't know where Jean would be.
Good to know.
And Northewyn is now attacking you again. Guys, just keep Anarchy as the tank. Honestly, nothing can hit Anarchy. It's because I lost my good rolling die. That makes me sad.
You gotta be 17.
Yeah, no, she keeps rolling single-digit numbers.
Oh, wow.
She's trying her best.
She's doing her best, huh?
Lythander frowns and...
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Lythander frowns and says, "You can't just go around attacking family."
You're gonna make yourself mad.
Oh! I can't go around attacking family. She turns her gaze on you now, Lythander, and is now taking a swing at you.
Darn it.
Oh God! Yeah, she did not hit Lythander either, but she has now tried to attack Lythander, which now puts it at your guys' turn.
You're getting angry about us talking about your sister, who you love. Look at the picture.
Anarchy.
Oh, ghosts are hard to negotiate with.
Yes, they are.
It's like they're not really fully human anymore.
I know. And clearly Anarchy can tell there's no doors. So it's only one way out. And family is clearly bothering Northewyn a lot. So she wants to now try to avoid bringing up family topics if she can. She goes over to Lythander, one hand still on her hammer, and kind of holds his hand. Friendship, baby.
Lythander wants to try and turn this handhold into the way that Northewyn and Sood held each other.
Oh, you're catching
in
on!
the picture.
You're catching on!
Oh shit.
Okay. We're doing this on purpose! Little bit.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And also Anarchy's gonna say, Anarchy's gonna say, we have no right to say anything. To be honest, we know you're a strong person. We just want to help.
And Jim?
And Jim still blinded by his duck mask, so he doesn't even see the hand holding. Otherwise, he would join if he knew what was happening, right?
You can only hear conversation right now
Yeah.
when you can hear walking movement.
Yeah, so he said, oh, what was I gonna say again? I had something good planned. I forgot. Oh yeah, he just kind of stands there and joins in the conversation and saying, we can't really tell you what to do or whose opinions matter, so you can do what you want, but we're here to help.
I also just want to say I really appreciate that Kitty knew exactly what was going for that
You're
moment.
welcome. You're welcome.
Oh gosh.
What can I say? Lythander's a con artist at heart. He feels you.
Okay. That brings it back to the top of the round, where Northewyn's response, now that she is back to being angry, you can tell as she's getting angrier that in her ghostly state, there is still a black energy that starts to permeate through her being. You could barely notice it before because previously there was this glowing black sigil on the ground. But now that there's no glowing black sigil on the ground or anything, you're noticing that there is still a sort of black aura that exists in the room, emanating from inside of Northewyn's chest that seeps out towards her arms and legs and face, kind of like black veins crawling along her, but it's not on the surface of her skin. It's inside of her. You can just see it because she's translucent. That is now spreading throughout her as she is angered by the conversation that you guys are having. And does she deign to give you a response? Jim was the last one to speak, so I believe he would be the one whose words have sat most notably for her response to be something akin to, I don't need your say-so to do what I want. And now she moves to attack Jim, but Kip has been holding his action this entire time, so Kip is now running to attack her. She's been swinging at you guys. Hey, Kip!
Go, Kip!
Do some damage, Kip. Kip, no! I mean, minimum damage is still damage, though. Oh my gosh. Kip has now run and punched this ghost.
Punch a ghost! Punch a ghost!
Now punched a ghost.
Look
but
at the chat he is.
He's
Like the
Knuckles!
However, it does seem to have pushed her to some degree. It seems to have had some sort of effect on her.
Kip's been waiting for this day.
And she turns in response on her turn since she was moving to attack Jim. But now she's been attacked by Kip's held action. So she turns to see Kip, and seeing Kip seems to be making her incredibly angry. Just like that, this black energy that was sitting inside of her is now running totally through her. She's now glowing. Instead of light blue with just this black permeating energy, she's now glowing a navy blue. She's entirely shifted in color, and she is focusing her attack on Kip now. She can't hit! Oh my god!
Northewyn!
Northewyn!
Useless!
No, don't say that! You can jinx it! Leave it be! Leave it be!
That makes it Lythander's turn!
Lythander's gonna give Anarchy a quick squeeze and then run off. He's running for the orb.
Okay,
Good idea. Approved.
you make it over to the orb to get the orb.
Okay. He's not gonna use it to hold her, he's gonna actually put it in his bag.
Okay. You acquired
Yep.
the orb.
That's his turn.
Nice.
Alright, Anarchy.
Anarchy moves backwards. No, wait. But, Kip's being attacked. Okay.
Not
Can
very effective.
Anarchy... can Anarchy cut in between... Is there enough space for Anarchy to cut in between Northewyn and Kip? To see if you-
No, they are adjacent to each other.
Okay.
If you shoulder your way in, you're gonna need to be shouldering one of the two entities.
Okay, so that's not... tanking for Kip's not gonna help right now.
No.
Okay, so instead, Anarchy runs over to Lythander and tells him, "There's only one exit in this room. There's no way Jean's gonna be in here. We should consider leaving if we can."
That's what all hidden doors want you to think.
Very clever.
It is what your thief is for.
Your thief's for finding hidden objects, hidden doors, hidden traps.
Alternatively, Annie could have just shown you the hidden door if you had let her run away, but as it is, you clocked her out, so...
Still, I want you to be aware of my little perception.
Thank you.
The
It'll make
blind-
Lythander start actively looking for the hidden door now.
Nice.
The blind
Information
Jim, who cannot see and has no idea what's going on and just hears, like, things going on, right?
Uh-huh.
Just goes, "Wait, run away! Are things going to shit? I thought you were, like, crying and hugging it out and becoming friends."
Not exactly.
Oh gosh. Not exactly. Alright, that makes it Kip's turn. Kip is attacking again.
I just want him to have punched through her and punched a wall.
Okay.
Is that what it does?
He botched, so Kip swings at her, and his fist goes all the way through her and solidly collides with the wall. You can all actually hear the impact of his fist with the wall. It actually cracks the wall, puts a little dent in the wall. There's a loud sound that comes when his fist hits this wall.
And then Jean hits the other side of the wall and says, "Keep it down, I'm trying to cast a spell."
I'm trying to concentrate over here, okay? Quit playing the bagpipes.
All the yelling in the other room, and Jean's just like, "Oh my god, Annie, keep it down."
Annie, God.
What are you doing in there?
And that makes it Northewyn's turn. Northewyn is attacking Kip. Now she can hit.
Oh, darn it.
Shit. Lovely.
Because he's craving blood.
She does seem to hate her family.
Apparently.
Please tell me we're not killing Kip again.
Oh gosh. She reaches out and swipes at Kip. Her fingernails gash through his chest fairly easily, like it's almost nothing more than butter. And immediately as her fingers do this, they trail behind, leaving these 3 black gashes that are going across his chest now. They've cut straight through his shirt. Yeah, that sucks. They have cut straight through his shirt and caused him to stumble backwards away from her with this really pained scream as she hits him, and it causes him to be pushed backwards. It's now Lythander's turn.
Lythander's now running over, seeing Kip get hurt to attack.
Okay.
Kind of more angry now and less caring about whether or not his daggers affect her. So 9 plus 7 is a number that's 16.
16 hits.
Okay.
Sorry, in my brain, I knew the armor class, and I just assumed, yeah.
So then that's
Not everyone knows what I know.
11, 12, 13 damage. And then Lythander's...
13?
Yep.
Okay.
And then Lythander's gonna offhand attack her.
Alright.
Instead of disengaging like a smart boy. He's kind of angry.
Aww.
15 plus 7 is 21.
13 plus 7?
15 plus 7
is 22.
22.
Hits.
Attacking again. That's another 6 damage.
Alright, you are hacking and slashing and trying to gash away at this ghost. Anarchy.
Woo! How injured does Kip look right now?
He looks very injured.
Oh boy.
Seems like where she gashed is actually kind of rotting.
Yay. Okay. So, do you think I can get within 5 feet of Northewyn?
Uh-huh.
Where I am?
Yeah, small room.
Okay.
I mean, not
So-
small like 5 foot, but it's small enough.
So, I'm gonna see if I can run up to Northewyn, cast Word of Radiance, my cantrip, and then as bonus action, we'll heal Kip.
Okay.
And that's the turn. Because now, you be hidden, my fam.
She be hitting your fam now. Well, just Kip.
Yeah, Kip is fam.
Kip is family now.
Kip is family now. Ah.
Make your rolls.
Alright, let's go.
And
Well,
there's some
actually-
Alabama shit
Actually,
happening.
Northewyn has to roll for the Word of Radiance. Because that's a Constitution saving throw against me.
Okay. Oof.
And it's against 12.
Okay. What happens if she fails?
She fails, I get to roll 1d6 radiant damage.
Nice.
Which, I know the ghost can't resist that! Darn it. Yeah, 1.
Yay!
Little...
Just a little radiant damage.
Tickled her
Just a
nose
little
with some
radiant
radiance.
damage! This didn't go as planned quite exactly. But anyway, I guess we'll roll to heal Kip anyways.
Okay.
Since that's the bonus action.
Yep.
Okay.
Gino is just so proud of the radiant damage thing, and then it just did like nothing.
Sad.
Hammers tend to work better. Might switch back to
Talk
that.
about anticlimactic.
Weirdly enough, my hammer is very reliable. So Kips gets 7 hit points.
7 hit points. Awesome. That's greatly appreciated. He does still look pretty darn hurt. But, 7 hit points is 7 hit points back. And that makes it Jim's turn.
So, things seem to be going down out there. I slipped into like a southern accent. Jeez. Totally lost the voice there. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. It's hard to do voices right now. So Jim is going to take the risk real quick, right?
Mhm.
And slowly pull up his duck mask to see what's going on.
Okay. You can see the fight.
Seeing the fight, Jim is filled with rage seeing someone hurt.
Okay.
He produces flame and yeets some fire at that ghost.
Try to aim over anarchy heads.
Alright, so make a dexterity attack.
19.
Woo!
That hits. Roll your damage.
Bad.
Oh, which one does damage again? D6, I think, or D8?
Are ghosts resistant to fire, or are they good with fire?
I think it's D6. Okay.
These are the questions. So many ghosty questions.
Ah, shit.
So many ghosty
Oh,
questions.
it's a perfect 6.
Yay!
Perfect 6! Yay!
Mad Jim! Mad Jim! Mad Jim!
Mad Jim! That fire goes, it does mostly go through her, but you definitely hit her. And that brings it to Kip's turn. Alright, Kip, let's do this again. Kip is getting himself to his feet to keep attacking this ghost. Kip is now back to punching this ghost.
Go, Kip!
He punches the ghost 3 times, actually, on his turn. He gets a right, left, right in there in pretty quick succession.
Nice.
Northewyn is looking pretty injured after this round of attacks. That brings it to Northewyn's turn. And what are we gonna do? Eeny, meeny, miny, Kip. Alright, the ghost disappears.
Oh god, no, she's gonna possess Kip.
Uh-oh.
I love how we were like, sigh of relief. Oh, wait a minute.
Ah. And now it's
Oh, no.
Lythander's turn. Northewyn has disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Lythander takes a deep breath of relief because as far as he's concerned, she's gone. And then he starts looking for hidden doors. He's looking for knobs, weird bricks, things that are slightly off color, the usual.
Uh-huh. Alright, make an investigation check.
10.
Okay. You are searching around looking for off-color things, and you are realizing as you are searching in the dirt walls that actually there's the entrance that you came through, and then next to that entrance you do see where there are some faint magic runes that are etched into the center of the wall that you think should be interacted with in some sort of way. You imagine they do something.
Okay. Come his next turn, because I'm sure we are not out of initiative.
Oh, really?
Come his next turn, he will be looking around for some sort of hint in the room, whether it's on the ceiling, some sort of like way in which magic shrine should be looking, or anything else.
Okay. All right, Anarchy, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna assume Anarchy can make a quick deduction, realizing that, well, Lythander went over there, and there's only 3 people attacking the ghost, and she's fine, and the ghost disappeared, so she's just automatically kind of assuming that Kip may be possessed, so she kind of blocks Kip from getting near Lythander.
Okay. So you're
As, like,
going to be
protection
trying
mode.
to move to be in Kip's way.
Yes.
How do you know it's Kip and not Jim?
I don't. So I'm just taking a guess.
Okay.
Just in case. Because you're doing the thing of trying to figure out how to get out of here. And he's close to you.
Oh, well, Lythander has walked away from Kip.
Mm.
Lythander has walked away. Kip is still in his very injured state from where the ghost was previously standing, because he had been punching her, so he was like right on top of her. All right, Jim?
Jim just kind of walks towards Lythander to see what he's up to, and just as he's walking there, he just kind of goes, "So, anyone else find it weird that she just disappeared? Like, I don't know, I'm a little worried about that."
Do you see these magic runes on the wall? I'm looking for things to help me figure out what they do.
Huh.
And that makes it Kip's turn.
Uh-oh.
Anarchy, you get socked in the face by Kip for 7 points of damage.
Ooh!
Oh!
How does Kip's fist feel?
Well, there is a pretty sad cracking sound that comes from it, but Kip's fist is already, Kip's fist has been dealing with some stuff today. He takes 3 swings at you. The first one hits. It seems to have knocked you back just enough that his other 2 didn't manage to do any damage, but his fists seem to move pretty darn quickly. And
Ow!
yeah, he does some solid damage with that first hit. Makes it Lythander's turn. You are now looking around the room for hints.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
19.
19. You're not seeing anything in this room other than Kip punching Anarchy.
Oh, crap. Kip, what the hell?
Anarchy?
Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to hit Kip. Oh, can I knock Kip unconscious?
Whenever you attack, you have the option to go for unconscious rather than dead.
I apologize to Kip. Unfortunately. A possessed, I don't have anything to unpossess him. I got things to uncharm him, unfrighten him. There's no unpossession. And
Unfrighten him? You could have unfrightened me?
I'm holding that for a good reason.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, the only way to unpossess Kip is to knock him out. So, Anarchy's gonna try and knock Kip out. Kip's gonna be useless for us. Sorry, guys.
Alright, roll an attack.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rip Kip. Rip Kip. So it's a 12.
Kip is the most susceptible there. A 12. 1 second.
Oh no.
She's got both hands on the hammer. She's ready to knock him out if she can.
You do hit.
Okay, D10. Let's see if we can knock out Kip in one swing, hopefully.
Thank God doesn't get a lot of Kip's class abilities, like the knowledge of how to dodge and maneuver a fight the way Kip does. Because Kip's hard to hit.
Instead, she goes grunge like
Bone popping sounds and gurgling blood in the throat.
I think that's just Miss Fist.
Poor Lythander's just like looking at like Anarchy and Kip suddenly getting into a fight.
Oh gosh.
Once take it out the way. Okay, so 10 on Kip.
10 damage, right?
10 damage on Kip.
Alrighty.
Is he out?
He is not out. You have hit him really hard and he has stumbled back. You've heard his back hit the wall. You have knocked him real hard with the hammer, but he is not down. He is
Darn it.
up. Which makes it Jim's turn.
Can Jim try to analyze these magic ruins to see if he knows them at all?
Okay, sure. You go over and you want to start analyzing the magic runes. Make it
Arcana?
Yeah, so make an Arcana check.
A what check?
Arcana. It's under intelligence.
Oh, okay. 18.
Wow. You actually recognize that these glyphs seem to be something along the lines of an arcane lock and an illusion spell that seem to be sitting here to keep the door both concealed and sealed.
Huh, so
They definitely are marking that there is a door or an entrance or a chest or something here, and it is in some manner being obscured from your sight, and it is locked.
Does he know how to unlock it or no?
Magic locks tend to be undone one of two ways. Either extremely difficult, Thieves' Tools checks if there is a physical lock and the like to be maneuvered with, or else a knock spell, something which magically undoes a lock.
Okay, so we don't have the knock spell, that's for sure. And it's not really a physical lock. Hey, Lythander!
Huh? I'm right here.
It's a magic lock and illusion spell.
Oh.
Yeah. So like if it's physical, you could probably pick it. It'd be hard, but you probably could. And
These are
if
dirt
not,
walls? My friend's gonna pull out his knife and just start chiseling away at the glyphs.
Okay. Beautiful. You start chiseling away at the glyphs, and you actually do, as you're getting through the dirt, find that under the arcane lock glyph, I suppose we're a little ahead of ourselves. Kip has a turn here.
Kip has a turn.
Oh no.
Kip has a turn here.
Please don't kill Anarchy.
Another 7 damage as he punches you in the face twice, really hard.
God. Anarchy looks injured for sure. She's only got 7 hit points left.
oh shit.
And as he punches you in the face and you go stumbling back, now you can see his fists are incredibly bloodied. We'll just do 1 more point of damage to him for the fact that he's punching rock. You know, every action is an equal and opposite reaction here, and to some measure.
Yeah.
And every action is an equal opposite reaction.
He does shout at you in a manner that is definitely 2 layers of a voice. You can hear Kip's voice, but you can hear in a layer directly under it Northewyn's voice that she was talking to. And yet there's something about it that sounds a little bit more layered than that. Like there's a third voice that you're not quite interpreting very well as he shouts at you all to leave. His eyes are now entirely black. He actually, his knuckles, which he's definitely damaged his hands, they are bleeding, but there is some sort of black goo that seems to be coming out of them as well. Now it's Lythander's turn. Lythander, you're tripping away at the dirt here, and you find underneath the 2 sigils where there is a large flat stone that has them actually engraved into them, but there is also a lock. In the middle of the arcane lock sigil, there is a locking mechanism for some sort of door that seems to be here caked under a layer of dirt, which is quickly all beginning to fall away as you've now been investigating and chipping away at it. The dirt does seem to be falling and revealing the door.
Bonus action, use lockpick.
Okay.
That would be 22.
Dang. If this is a difficult lock, you are sitting there, you are playing with it and trying to maneuver your lock picks in there, and you are really afraid that there's a chance you're gonna break this lock, especially considering one of your lock picks is currently broken. You are struggling with this thing as you're trying to work with it. I will give you, on your next turn, one more chance at this lock. If you want to try and force the lock a little bit, I will allow you to roll. I will allow you to roll at advantage with the knowledge that if you try to force the lock, you also risk permanently busting the lock. It is a magic lock. But you can't quite find that sweet spot right now.
Okay.
You think there might be a barrel that's too far back for your tool to reach. If only it was just another inch longer.
No, if only.
If only. Which brings it to Anarchy's turn.
Oh god. How injured's Kip looking right now?
He looks incredibly injured. He looks real bad.
Just push him over.
Just push him over. He looks real bad. Like, on a scale of 1 to his max health, he looks like he's sitting at, like, a 1 right now.
Okay, so Anarchy's gonna try to knock him out one more time.
He's on him real good.
Okay, please hit, because Anarchy's not doing so hot. Okay, not bad at all. 16.
16, that hits. You smack Kip, and Kip goes down like a sack of potatoes.
We gotta get out of here!
So, we're gonna temporarily leave initiative order here. Lythander, do you want to
Yes,
try
he
to
does.
force the lock? Okay.
Please. 15.
You hear some snapping and something inside kind of breaks and crunches a little.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't sound good.
Door's not opening.
Nope.
Just gonna scrape along the wall to try and find where the edge of the wall is.
You can trace out the entire edge of the door, get all the
He's gonna
dirt
try and
moved.
crowbar it open.
Gonna try and crowbar it open.
A magic seal?
It is magically locked. It's not a very typical lock. So as you try to jam your crowbar in there, you can feel where basically the effects of this lock have created a full seal. It's like you can see the divot of the door, but it doesn't penetrate all the way through. It's like solid stone behind it.
Oh, that's all he's got.
So, what, are we just stuck here with a passed out possessed?
He bangs on the wall twice. We have your daughter!
You're trying to now shout through the stone about having his daughter. Make an intelligence check.
13.
On the topic of having his daughter, there's a chance if she was going to try and run away and you think she was going to try and run to her dad, she might have something on her to help her get through the door.
He will go over, very awkwardly, timidly investigate this girl.
Make an investigation check.
13.
Only thing you're really finding on her is a small, unusual-looking coin in her pocket. It's not a coin like a silver, gold, platinum, or anything that you guys are used to seeing. It is a small, shiny, black coin.
He will take it and walk it back over to the wall.
Okay. You are standing at the wall.
He's gonna try and push it into the broken lock, I guess.
Alright, as you reach out and you touch this coin to the lock, you hear another grinding and crunching inside before what sounds like stone shattering can be heard, and the door swings open. The coin is now no longer shiny. It is a very dim gray color.
Well,
Is the door open?
shall we go through?
The door does seem to be open.
Lythander looks over. Anarchy, why did you knock Kip out?
He was possessed. He was trying to fight me. I had no choice. I'm sorry.
Could you heal him?
Didn't. We can't. I only have one heal spell left. And I'm also
Alright.
quite beat up.
Alright. Lythander looks forward.
Your boyfriend packs a punch, by the way.
Hey,
It's not my boyfriend. He walks forward.
hey, wait, before we go, Anarchy,
He stops.
let me heal you up, okay?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I got 4 of these things. We'll be fine. So Jim casts, I forget if it's burning
Cure
hands or
wounds.
cure wounds. A nice
Also-
7 health for
That's
Anarchy.
appreciated.
Thank you, Jim. I feel a lot better.
Ain't no problem. Now we can go forward.
Alright, so you guys are going forward without Kip?
Got no other choice, really, do we?
Alright.
Unless I want to carry Kip into the boss fight, I'm gonna drag Kip's body over to Annie's, I guess.
Just a body pile. Just a pile
Oh
of
my
bodies in the corner of the room. Yeah, I'll go heal Kip.
Alright, roll for healing Kip.
Okay, 1d8 coming up. A
Nice.
perfect 8 plus
Plus
5.
5.
Oh god, that's a 13.
Dang!
That's a flawless heal from Jim.
Is
Nice,
a flawless heal. Kip sits up, winces a little as he sits up because, he got gashed in the chest earlier and he's now been clocked twice with a giant hammer.
Hey, to be fair, some of
Also,
those injuries should
How
be
does
going away with it.
Lythander feel that? Because Jim heals with fire, with magic fire, canonically. So, like,
Just
how does
cauterize a bunch of
Lythander
those wounds.
feel that fire is, like, healing his friends?
You don't know, because Lythander's not really watching.
He winces and kind of sits up slightly before rubbing at his hands a little, looking around. Oh,
Sorry about
jeez.
that.
Yeah, it's a little awkward, but you're good again. Keep having to heal you, don't we?
And he glances over at you, Anarchy.
Yeah,
I'm
we got
so
into a little-
sorry.
It's okay. I'm feeling better myself. Sort of. We should never fight again.
Oh,
Finger guns.
that would be good.
Sorry. Do you need help up?
No, it's fine. He gets himself to his feet.
Wizard, down the corridor. Let's go.
Right.
Let's go.
All right. You guys are all heading down the corridor now. It's the same length of a walk. You are now walking down a pretty narrow corridor. You can't walk 2 by 2. You're single file. So what's your marching order?
Lythander is blazing a trail.
Oh boy.
Anarchy's gonna be behind him because she has something she needs to cast very quickly. The moment. Actually, can she prep this, actually?
You can prep and hold a spell for a
Since
certain
now I'm
trigger.
learning things.
There you go.
And the trigger is if we run into the wizard, essentially. And at least
When you say the wizard, do you mean the dark wizard or the necromancer? Because you got a couple problems.
Yeah, we do. Gosh darn it.
You run into a wizard.
If we run into a wizard.
Okay.
Because I feel like any wizard fight is going to be a hard fight.
Okay.
And what do you think, Kitty? Any wizard fight hard fight? You played more than I have.
Yes, especially if you're the one coming in on the wizard, because distance is the wizard's strongest friend.
Mm-hmm. And we're not doing so hot.
We're not doing so hot.
So, what's being
Except for Jim,
prepared-
who uses fire.
Hi.
If we run into a wizard, and we plan to fight said wizard. And, well, that's not good. Regardless, what I'm trying to prepare here is my Twilight Sanctuary. My channel divinity.
Nice.
She
Well,
just wants to get
that'll be good.
Oh, it'll be good. That's why I'm not. If you're wondering why I haven't turned undead on anyone and why I'm not doing my other clericy things, I'm saving this for this room.
Oh shit.
Now, yes. So, for your reference, temporary hit points do not stack. So, if on one turn somebody gets 5 temporary hit points, they only lose 3 of them, so they've got 2 left over. If on their next turn they gain 5, they're not up to 7; they're just set at 5.
Yes.
Just for frame of reference, for everybody with temporary hit points. Alrighty. So, you guys are going down this pathway. Now, it's several minutes down this dark corridor, which you can all see through to determine whether or not your spell for dark vision on Kip would have ended when he hit 0 hit points. We'll say no. We'll be nice this time around. Kip can still see. So the 4 of you are now heading down this hallway. It is dark, a little bit chilly down the hallway. You can actually feel as you're going down it, eventually where there is a slight breeze that's coming back up the hallway, a slight draft. And eventually you can see where there is light at the end of the tunnel, a orangish kind of reddish light coming from the end of the tunnel, and you can hear chanting in a language that none of you recognize.
Oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
Can we see at the end of the hallway the person doing the chanting?
No, you can just see the glowing coming from the door, because basically the hallway, you're shaped in a narrow corridor, so you can see where there is glowing at the end of the hallway because it opens up into a room, but the individual is not standing in the doorway for you to be able to see.
Lythander's going against the walls to keep walking but be more stealthy.
Anarchy,
Alright.
before he goes, she says to the group,
When we engage, stay When we engage, stay within the dimly lit sphere, okay?
And should anything happen, it's been an honor working with you guys.
I won't let that happen.
it's been an honor working with you too. Just in case, you know.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being my friend, you guys.
Lythander nods.
You made it easy, kid.
So have you.
Really? I like burnt down buildings. You know.
The time, Jim, but yes, we make it easy.
Okay. So, everyone make a stealth check.
oh, darn it, Anarchy.
Oh
Would Lythander be on the other wall away from her?
That's a good idea.
Oh no, Jim.
19.
I botched.
Can I get a redo? Because I got a 2.
No.
Anarchy
you cannot.
botched.
On the right side, Anarchy basically tripped in front of you, Jim, so...
And Jim let him
All the
like he
clanging
just
of
yelled,
the
"Oh
armor, like-
shit!"
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
She was like flopped over, and Jim goes, "Oh shit!"
Gosh. The chanting out in the room does stop for a brief second before... Yes.
We want to say that the stopping means that he broke his concentration from the heinous botch of a 1.
And a 2.
Hey, no, this could work in our advantage. Don't apologize.
Anarchy just clunks downstairs like.
Alright, so you all hear the chanting stop for a brief second before... You've got one chance to tell me that my daughter is fine. You don't want a fireball down that hallway.
She's fine. She's unconscious. We don't hurt children.
Yeah, what do we look like, assholes?
What moral people? And he goes back to chanting. As you guys are getting into this room, you can see there are torches all along the walls that have all been lit up. So there's plenty of light in here. Nobody needs any dark vision to see in here. The doorway that you've entered into has a set of stairs that go down just about 5 stairs. So you're kind of on a slightly elevated entrance to the room before, and they're kind of crude stairs. They're like stapled together wooden crates basically to like fashion some stairs. Because you are entering through what is basically a hole in the wall, a reinforced hole in the wall. In the center of the room, there is a large tomb that has 5 chains wrapped all around it. These 5 chains reach out to connect to the points of a huge star that's sitting underneath the casket. The casket is raised off of the ground about, from your angle, you'd say, I don't know, a couple of feet, not like crazy high or anything. But it's got a good couple feet off the ground. Gene, who you do recognize from his speech and everything, is standing down near the tomb, chanting next to where one of the chains is anchored to a point of the star on the ground. 2 of the points are already broken. 2 of the chains have already completely snapped, and this 3rd chain seems to be deteriorating, melting away as he is chanting. There are magic runes all over the walls down here, several of which seem to be cracked already, several of which have ink that's running down the walls. And you can recognize where these various runes that are on the walls in the room match up with runes that are sitting around the base of each of these chain anchor points that are connected to the casket.
He's busy concentrating on the chain. I was gonna see if he can sneak up, being quiet, so hopefully he doesn't hear you coming. I mean, he knows you're in the hall, but like hopefully the idea is that he doesn't realize how fast you got there.
He is facing the room.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to see you enter the room.
Yeah, okay.
It is well lit, and he acknowledged you guys already.
And Jim's gonna try to get that cool entrance line in, and just shout. What was I gonna shout again? It's over, Gene. We killed your wife. We knocked out your kid. Oh God, man, maybe we are assholes.
Do you really want to go with this?
But we're gonna stop your plans and shit.
He's got fireball and I don't dex well.
Lythander's eye twitches before he points his dagger out at this Gene. But he doesn't say anything. It's like every single word in him gets choked up all at once. He points a dagger at Gene. He has venom in his eyes, and then he just kind of chokes as his mouth opens.
He finishes up a couple of words in whatever he was saying before glancing over at you guys.
It's people like you!
Oh. Need a cup of water there, buddy?
People!
Cry into a cup long enough, you'll make your own.
Yeah, like, what the hell, Gene? We thought you were cool.
I certainly know you guys.
Yeah, but you know, you did the speech, you gave me alcohol. I just assume people who give me alcohol are cool usually.
Noted.
Yeah.
Keep a flask on me for you anytime we cross paths. Unlikely that will happen again.
You're horrible!
Well, I'm not gonna think you're cool now.
That's one word for it.
Anarchy's just
I like to think that I'm just of a different persuasion in life. You know, some people think that death is the final thing that comes, and I disagree.
You would be correct, but you are robbing them of an afterlife of peace. You know that, right?
I'm not robbing anyone. My wife is very happy to be with me still.
Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
So you guys killed her.
Well, I already shouted that, so...
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I heard.
Yeah, you know, and then I realized we might be assholes after all. But
Jim, you can't kill someone who's already dead!
This is the most chill conversation with a big bad I've ever seen.
There is a loud explosion that shakes the room a little bit as the one chain bursts very suddenly, sending little pieces of metal flying everywhere. And now the tomb, which is only suspended by 2 of the 5 chains, falls. It hits the ground with the one corner of it.
Lythander?
It makes this loud cracking sound, and you can hear rattling or shaking coming from inside of the tomb as the tomb is now visibly shaking with some sort of force.
Lythander wants to take this time, since I'm sure this is probably distracting to Jean. You know, this is what he was trying to do all along, you know, for however many years, I'm not sure. But this is what Jean's been here to do. You know, it's kind of exciting to see the tomb open. Lythander wants to tackle Jean. Should he look distracted?
Okay, so you're gonna have to run and clear your way down the stairs and towards the center of the room where he is to the other
Can
side.
you do
of
that
the
in 90
basket.
feet?
In 90 feet, you can. But
Okay.
I'm just saying, you're gonna have
Yes.
to clear some distance to do that.
Yes.
And now, I mean, you're gonna be wanting to use your action to tackle, so really 60 feet.
Can you do it in 60 feet?
Yes, you can do it in 60 feet. Now, other things that you guys are noticing, particularly because it is moving as the tomb falls and cracks, his big black lizard is sitting on top of the tomb. He seems to have brought that in here with him. His big black iguana-looking creepy thing has to adjust to not fall off of the casket.
I'm gonna call it Liz.
Liz has to not fall off the casket. You
I want it
are
burned.
now running in as Jean is having this moment of, hold your horses, I'm working, and you are now tackling him. Make a to try and knock over this big guy. Make a strength check.
12.
You run smack into him. He kind of stumbles backwards and stuff for the most part, but like he's kind of heavy. He's a little bit short. It wasn't the easiest thing to try to prepare yourself to do, and he kind of
Lythander's also going into this with an unsteady mind, so you know.
Oh boy.
and he kind of looks at you like, "The hell are you doing? Get off of me!" And he's pushing you back. Are you trying to resist being pushed back?
Sort of, but only in a way to sleight of hand and try and take something off of him.
Make a sleight of hand check.
13 plus 9. 22.
22. All right, and make a strength saving throw. Actually, no, we'll call it dexterity. Sometimes I switch because I'm really genuinely trying to
10.
play to your strengths, you know?
10.
Saving throw.
10. I got a 3.
Oh, it's only a plus 7. I don't know why. I thought it said plus 9 when I glanced over. Oh, no. All right.
No.
You do fall backwards onto your butt. Let's see.
You said on.
You have snacked. You've gotten a small leather pouch off of his waist.
You're just stealing his cash.
You know, if you're gonna be in here, you could at least hold up that corner of the tomb, okay? Otherwise, he's laying at an angle and he's gonna be grouchy, and you don't want him to be grouchy when he wakes up. I don't want him to be grouchy when he wakes up. He's now chanting over the next chain.
Anarchy's gonna run down in the room. She's like, Lythander, are you alright?
Bigger concern here.
Yeah, I know, but
Okay, so don't worry about me. I'm just a human.
Jim produces flame and yeets it at Jean.
Are we doing this? Are we
All
sure?
right, make a dexterity attack. Make
What's
a
Kip
dexterity
doing?
attack, and then Kip is behind everybody.
Oh.
He can't get in until everybody's in.
Okay,
It's a single file door, right?
understood.
Unless he pushes by someone.
Oh shit.
And he also didn't do any
It's
shouting in
only
the
a 9.
entryway, so in
Oh.
theory.
Can you say that again?
It's only a 9.
Oh, man,
So sad.
oh no, that does not in fact hit Jean. Now I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
Yes.
Okay.
Where's the saving throws?
Saving.
Oh, not bad. +2.
7. Jim just does like his awkward smile again.
Ah, yes. Okay. All right. So we're gonna roll some initiative just to have an initiative order.
Oh, is that thing still prepared?
Yes.
Sweet.
You haven't done anything to lose your concentration on it.
24. 24.
Double thing. Oh, yes! Anarchy, I love it how initiative you get.
Come on,
Anytime
please.
there's a fight,
Actually
Anarchy's
be
like
good
prepped.
with it. Please. Actually be decent. Come on!
15.
Freaking 7. Why do I always get the worst initiative?
15 Anarchy?
Yes. She's klutzy, but fights. She's good.
The dice
All
are
right.
not with me tonight.
So,
The G20 isn't at least.
Lythander, what you want me doing?
He's gonna tackle Jean again.
You're gonna try and tackle Jean again? Strength check again?
Again?
18.
You run into him. You do make him stumble just a little bit, but you're not managing to get him off of his feet here. He seems to be pretty sturdy. Being short and wide set makes it kind of hard to knock him down.
Lythander's just a skinny, scrawny boy. He all gangly.
And he does have a moment. He doesn't stop his chanting, but he does flick you in the forehead.
Bad.
Can Lythander sleight of hand bonus action take something off of him again?
You're just trying to reach and grab this time?
Yes, but preferably like in a pocket or something since he's already tackled him. He's already kind of on you.
Sure, make a sleight of hand check.
Another 13. What did I say last? 22.
22. All right. You reach in. You found a very tiny flask, 1 ounce vial. Except flask, and I realize flask has like a term for like a flask, and it's a vial. Okay.
That's Lythander's turn.
All right. So
Kip got to go next.
yeah, Kip is next on the initiative order, and he basically just trips and falls down the set of wooden crates. You know, when you try to play to strengths that aren't yours, sometimes you botch and it's really embarrassing. And Gene even has a moment when he kind of glances over like, oh, it was just embarrassing.
Gene's just like, who are these idiots?
He's not taking you guys seriously at all.
Anarchy hammer, please!
Well, Anarchy has to do something else first.
Anarchy, your turn.
Alright. Team, we convinced this guy's gonna fight us.
Yes.
Yup!
Alright,
At least
team.
the Dark Wizard might.
Alright. 'Tis time to cast, finally, the Twilight Sanctuary! Sanctuary! Alright, so the Twilight Sanctuary channel divinity. Suddenly, there is a sphere of dim light. Everything within the sphere is dimly lit now. It's a 30-foot radius. And at the end of anybody's turn, any person within the sphere, I can grant, without taking action, temporary hit points, 1d6 plus my cleric level, or I can end a charmed or frightened effect.
Huh.
And Anarchy shouts, "Stay within the dim sphere!"
All right, now Jim. Let's see here.
Yes.
Jim is next.
Oh wait! And Anarchy gives herself hit points. Sorry. Alright, 1d6 for the cleric level. Great, so 4 plus 3. 7. So extra 7. Yay! So back to
Awesome.
21, kind of.
Nice.
So Jim is now running into the room, and he is using his action to dash to get over next to Anarchy and into the circle,
Okay.
which makes it Jean's turn.
Oh, also, Jim, hit points.
We're level 3, right?
Yes,
Oh,
you're
I
level
get hit
3.
points?
Yes,
Jim, you get
temporary hit points.
Temp hit points. You get, not as many as Anarchy, you get 4 temp hit points.
Okay.
All right, and that makes it Jean's turn. He has to use this round to finish the spell, so he's using his action to finish his spell. And as a bonus action, he's just gonna try and like shoulder you off a little bit. It's not terribly effective, but make an opposed strength check.
15.
All right. You are still holding on, but he is kind of trying to push you off a little bit and everything with his bonus action at the end of his turn. Which brings us to Lythander.
Cool. Lythander wants to distract him by biting on his shoulder, and then pickpocket something off of him again.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Lythander being savage.
Hey man, you're not gonna feel something touch your butt if something's biting your shoulder.
You're valid.
You bite him. Roll a strength attack for me.
2.
You're like an old lady gumming him to death right now. Like,
Nom nom nom.
no. You're trying to bite him, and you don't think you've really sunk your teeth in any sort of a distracting.
Okay, then he's not gonna try and take anything else.
You realize as you bite him, where like your teeth kind of slid along his skin, and you mostly got clothing, and you're like, this didn't do what I wanted it to do. There was an iguana skillet you got in your mouth there too. Alright, Kip's turn.
Lythander, do you want some hit points?
No, he's good right now. He's full.
Okay.
Kip is getting to his feet. Just his movement, and he has to now come around. He can't quite close his cheek this turn. So he's gonna make the temporary stop into the anarchy circle to
Hit point heal up.
Yes!
Come collect, Kip.
Come collect.
It's free real estate.
It's free hit points, Kip.
Kip gets 8 hit points.
Yay! He has 13 plus 8 hit points. That makes it Anarchy's turn.
Oh god. Do we want to attack Gene? Yes! I know, but like, he's strong.
Yeah, no, he's very strong.
Here's the thing.
Lythander's just nomming over on his shoulder.
I think there's a good reason why Lythander hasn't gone stabbing yet.
That's Lythander of all people right now is holding back against Gene.
So like, I think there's a good reason.
Because trust me, if it was up to his decision, he would be attacking the
There's
fuck
a
out of
major
Gene.
weak
Yeah,
points
like-
on every man's body.
Dude's
Aim
got fireball.
for
Dude threatened to fireball us up the stairs.
it. I'm just saying.
Fireball would basically one-shot kill all of us.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Anything on his face?
Yes, he has a monocle on and a mustache.
It's a fake mustache.
No, it's not a fake mustache, you don't think, what?
Anarchy's gonna see if she can run up to him and still play that pathetic card and cast light on his monocle. Try to give Lythander a little advantage, whatever he's doing.
I think you have to touch the item to cast light, so she's gotta try and... How short is he?
Actually, he's only 5'4".
Oh, okay, then that's not the worst.
I was going to say,
That's not the worst.
remember he's a short, stout guy.
Yeah.
She could probably reach that. Poke. Like,
Yeah, you're what, 4 foot?
I'm 4 foot even.
Yeah, 4 foot even. Your arm, yeah, no, maybe a little bit of toes or a little bit of a jump, but yeah, no, you could reach a monocle. Easy. All right, you run over to cast light on his monocle. He does not move away from you or anything, but I will give him a dexterity save to see if he moves his head out of your touch. Make a dexterity roll for me.
Me?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Oh boy.
If you can manage to slap his monocle.
Nat 20! Oh my god!
You run over and you slap him in the monocle to slap him with this light spell.
Here, sir, it's a little dark. Let me help you see.
Are you guys so snarky?
Distract him! Distract him!
It's like I'm tweeting that.
Break concentration!
In a dimly lit sphere right now. Cedric's like, oh my bad. Here, have some light on your monocle. This'll help, right?
You have put light on his monocle, and you see it where he already had to close his eyes because, you know, impending slap to the face and everything. He tried to pull his head away from you, but
It's a bright light too.
make a dexterity
Not
save.
even-
Lythander now bonus action, try and snatch something.
Make a dexterity save
Okay.
first to see if you get headbutted because you were biting his shoulder.
15 plus 7 is 22.
You do avoid getting headbutted as he kind of, shrugs away from this woman trying to slap him in the face. Sure, make a sleight of hand check.
20.
20. You've got another small 1 ounce vial. All right. And he's kind of in his reaction here to the fact that you've now put light on his monocle when he tries to open his eyes and realizes, oh, that's bright, like smacking the monocle off of his face because bright light in his eyes. Ugh.
See, but it's much easier to cast your spell now, because it's brighter. Play this card.
Oh, God.
You're as helpful as my daughter.
Oh,
She can't even hold an orb.
Children. Jim is now closing with Lythander. Jim, what's your strength bonus?
+1.
+1? All right. Lythander, your armor class is a 15. So he is coming over, smacking you with his quarterstaff for 4 damage.
Wait, what?
Jim is attacking Lythander with his quarterstaff for 4 damage.
Oh no.
Oh.
Bro, you possessed.
I was about to say, why don't I have control of Jim? All I want to do is hit Gene in the balls with my staff.
You failed your
That's what
charisma
happened.
saving throw. Northewyn's possession recharged, and so she possessed your butt. But
Oh no.
we
gotta knock out Jim.
But then
Well.
she said, then she said, I'm gonna just use my dash action because I have to dash to close with anyone anyway,
Also,
and
I
did her
did-
turn in a space where she could get temporary hit points.
Jim, aim better.
I didn't even know Jim could dash, honestly.
There is another loud explosion as the chain that he was at
He didn't
explodes
break
here.
concentration.
No, he finished that last turn,
Oh.
remember?
Oh,
It just the effect didn't finish eating through the thing, but he finished casting his spell last turn. That's when
Okay.
that's when I said he couldn't attack you, because I was like, oh man, he's got to use this turn to finish his spell. But yes, this chain now explodes, and there's a loud thud as the coffin drops. It's now basically just held up on one corner by this last chain that connects over to its anchor point. And this black casket, it's now cracked actually, and there is black energy that is now pouring out of the tomb in the middle of the room and quickly spreading like fog along the ground. It smells horrible.
How can we distract this man?
More light.
And Jean is...
Cast it on his eyeball next time.
Jean looks over at you now with his action. Get off of me. I have to walk over there.
Lythander's not getting off. Is it his turn though? No, it's Jean's turn.
It's Jean's turn right now.
He's not getting off. He's run out of movements to do on his action. He has no choice. He's stuck here. He's done all of his movements. Even if he wanted to. I'm just stuck here.
Oh,
It's fine.
dear.
He's like Lythander, I broke my leg.
The rules of the game. I'm stuck here.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm paralyzed.
Lythander be like,
Make a
my
wisdom
leg!
throw.
Oh god. Oh god. That's a 4? No, a 5. That's a 5.
A 5? Okay. Beautiful. Sleep. Sleep now, child. Lythander falls off of Jean to the ground. And Jean is now using his movement to go over to the next chain, shaking his head like, you guys are really handy for foreign travelers, you know that? Honestly.
No problem. Is it Anarchy's turn?
It is now Lythander's turn, and Lythander is asleep, which then makes it Kip's turn. Kip is now...
So in that case,
So is Kip... I
Yes.
have to figure out if Kip is... Because you guys aren't attacking Jean. He's not stupid. He sees that you guys aren't attacking Jean.
Just want Jim to start taking pot shots on Lythander while he's asleep.
Well, the first pot shot's going to wake you up, but...
you know, don't worry, Anarchy's gonna use her action to shake you awake when she's when it's her turn. TM.
Except for Jim. He's a dumb
Yeah.
adult.
As a slightly confused NPC might use his action to shake Lythander awake. Now, everybody make a perception check. Lythander, yours is at disadvantage. because you're just waking up.
Am I part of everyone, or am I still possessed?
You're still possessed.
2.
Yes, I'm just gonna sit here.
Nice.
And,
Anarchy. 21.
The 21. You are noticing. You can hear footsteps coming from somewhere. You're not exactly sure where, but something is moving kind of quickly, trying to close with you guys.
Oh boy. Lythander, something's coming. Might be
Probably
zombies.
Annie.
Or Annie. Or zombies.
Anarchy, it's now your turn.
Oh boy. We're still not done a track. Is the spell done yet?
Whose spell done? Whose spell?
Oh, you know, the big old chanceroo.
He's at the last chain. That's where he just went.
Yay.
He's got 2 rounds with the last chain now.
This is gonna be dumb, but Anarchy's gonna play the dumb kid card and see how well this goes.
Okay.
Anarchy kind of does like a little skip next to Jean. It's like, sir, are you sure you don't need some light? It's very, very dark in here. And tries to do the same thing with his mustache.
Oh my gosh. Okay, make another dexterity check.
Oh,
See if you
Anarchy.
can hit him
No, not today.
in the
It's 3.
mustache.
No, it's 3.
Alright, so
Right.
he twists his body to try and like keep his face away from you. Like, what are you doing? You can still hit him if you still want the light spell to go off on like his jacket or anything.
Okay, she does it in a jacket and she just a little boop. Now it's bright.
For crying out loud. Jim, it's your turn.
Jim walks over to goes over to Kip and whacks him with his stick. With-
No, God, Kip! No! Okay, roll your attack.
Oh, I botched it.
It was a botched job.
Oh my gosh, beautiful! So
Roll to hit the iguana instead.
the one is over on the casket.
Oh,
However,
no. If Jim was awake and not possessed, he would have killed the iguana by now. He would have burnt that thing alive. He does not like those things.
percent check.
24.
Okay, 24. You do get your side clipped by the thing for 1 damage as the botch misses Kip, but Kip was just down on his knees shaking you awake, so you were the next closest thing. And that makes it Jean's turn. Jean is now like, get away from me, short child. I don't need your help. Gosh, if you want to be helpful, hold the casket upright. He pulls off his jacket, so he does not get to start his spell this turn. The casket is now shaking more violently and loudly. And this energy now has spread out. There is now about a 1 foot layer of black fog, which is sitting across the entire ground of this area. So the elevated floor, which goes around the outside of the room, is not covered in fog yet, but the entire inner circle area here below the tomb is covered in this black fog.
Yo, guys, we're not so good at this.
Yeah, Jim's not even good at being bad at this, apparently.
And that makes it Lythander's turn.
Okay, Lythander's gonna try and do a long jump to get on top of this casket to keep it from shaking.
Okay, you're gonna run and do a long jump. All right, you do a long jump. You are now up on the casket. You're trying to.
He's gonna smack the iguana off and hug onto the casket.
Make
What was his name? Little Pascal.
Pascal's not an iguana, though.
make a strength check to attack this poor lizard.
This is so sad.
Poor
7.
Pascal.
Oh, Team
7.
Fisher.
There's a iguana. We keep saying a little thing. I mean, it's not tiny like Pascal. The thing is like a monstrous iguana that sits on the dude's shoulder. Like, it's not tiny and cute. But, all right. So, Lythander, you are now on top of this tomb. You can hear where there's a male voice that is screaming inside and banging from the inside of the tomb. You can
Shut your pie hole!
Oh, gosh. Beautiful.
Yeah.
You hear two very decisive underneath the lid right near your face. And there is now a crack in the wood.
Oh no.
Kip's turn. Kip. Nobody has filled Kip in on a plan. He has no idea what you guys want to do.
Kind of a free for all.
It's kind
Whatever will keep this chain from being undone.
So he's gonna run. He's gonna try and tackle Jean now.
The great tackling of the gene. The note of today is that Gene is fat and he ain't moving for anyone. He is here. He is proud.
Oh gosh. He runs. He tries to tackle Jean. Jean like takes a step back. He's like, really? I actually had higher expectations for you. You know, but I guess you are kind of small. And then Kip will use his bonus action to do an offhanded attack. But at the very least, he's about to sucker punch Jean in the face. Can you roll your minimum damage? Jean, yes, I'm a BBE Jean. 90% of it is luck, apparently. Oh my gosh. And then he pops Jean in the face once, and Jean just... Ow! And that makes it Anarchy's turn.
Can I do something dumb?
You absolutely can.
Okay. So let me know if this is too much in a turn.
Okay.
Can I pick up the iguana?
Well, you have to move over to where the iguana is. The iguana is approximately 40 feet away from you because you have to go around the casket.
Aw, this is sad. Never mind.
It
This is
most
gonna be
naturally
fun.
got smacked in the direction of the tilt, and so you are currently on the side with the chain, which is the higher side of the casket.
So I'm on the side of the chain, which is still on the casket. Okay. Anarchy's gonna get on top of the casket, kind of whisper to Lythander, close your eyes! And she lights the and she casts light. Wait, how big's the casket actually?
It's a full-sized, it's a little bigger than the typical size of a coffin because it's a very thick, reinforced coffin. So,
It's not gonna work.
you know,
It's
like
Larger than 5
8
feet.
feet
but-
tall, yeah.
Yeah, nope, never mind. Gosh darn it. Okay, Anarchy's just gonna get on top of the casket. Try to weigh it down.
Okay.
She's 500 pounds.
She is 500 pounds. You hear, since this casket is already breaking and splitting, as you climb on top of it, you hear the groaning of whatever wood and other materials was used to make and reinforce this casket, splintering under the weight of an additional 500 pounds climbing on top in the middle of it.
Bad idea.
And Lythander, you can see the crack that's under your face gets longer.
Okay. Nothing you can do right now.
I guess
And
we
now-
can't get off at the moment.
And now it's Jim's turn.
Well, since everyone is over at the casket, Kip's still basically.
I suppose I forgot to give you the beautiful opportunity, Jim. Slight retcon here. When Kip left your range of melee attack, you could make a attack of opportunity on him.
Aw.
Because Kip left to go attack Jean.
Well, it's too late now. Might as well just go over and attack him, anyways.
Okay, you can go over and attack Kip.
So this is a good finale, huh, guys?
I love it when the team just gets to attack each other. And the BBEG just sits there like, get off of me!
We're very underleveled for this, aren't we? It's an 11, by the way.
Yeah, but you got to add your strength, right? Or no, wait, do you?
Strength for your quarterstaff.
Right. Does he get proficient? Well, does Nordwood
Oh
get...
wait, this is his staff, so yeah, it's 12.
Does get proficiency on his attack. So it's a 12 to hit.
Yeah.
That does not hit Kip. Kip dodges. And kind of looks at you like, what are you? Oh no.
You figured it out.
I just have to imagine with every swing and miss on Kip, Jim's just like, possessed Jim's just like
All right. This tomb is now shaking very violently, and Gene is quickly working on getting his spell cast. He is now rambling through his words because you guys are killing enough of his time. He is starting his final spell. Now, you guys do also hear, now that we're at the bottom of the round, where a door that is in the room, because there is a formal door over on the other side from where the hole in the wall is, that is now working on getting kicked open or bashed open or something along those lines. And that door is getting kicked open to allow, at the bottom of the round, Xavier and Grandma Sood.
No way!
What?
Twist!
The Deus
Into
Ex
the room.
Machinas have come!
Into the room. And that puts us back at the top of the round with Lythander. Top of the round to you.
Lythander is jumping off of the casket and onto Jean's head.
Roll, we'll make it a acrobatics check to get onto his head, and then strength check for crushing, because it's crushing.
Acrobatics is a 7 plus 16.
Okay, you're on his head.
He's just gonna try and start, like, suffocating him out. I think he's actually just trying to, like, pull his head into his chest. And suffocate him.
Okay.
6.
6.
Lythander's just not good with strength. At the very least, is he distracted?
Gene will now roll to
I mean, I'm
maintain
trying to stop.
concentration.
I'm trying to stop his verbal component here.
You are trying to physically stop his verbal component here. Oof, and you have broken his concentration. Lovely.
I'm
That's
on his
good.
shoulders, guys.
Which makes it Kip's turn. Kip, who is now like, are you kidding me? And is turning to punch Jim
Because possession.
Jim!
Jim's at full health with the hit points too.
Plus the 4 temporary
That's what I
ones.
said. Like he's at full health plus the temporary hit
Oh,
points.
yeah.
And what's your
AC.
armor class?
11.
Ha! One of those hits. 6 damage as he clocks you in the face. The good left hook. 'cause
By
he's not
temporary hit points.
Goodbye, temporary hit points. And that makes it Anarchy's turn. Anarchy, you are still on top of this casket, which has several cracks into it. And one of the cracks particularly is just wide enough that you can see into the casket, sort of, but like it's just pitch black in there.
Oh boy. I've jumped off the casket.
You've jumped off the casket.
Jumped off the casket. And I decided, instead, to pick up the iguana.
You're going
Cast-
over to the iguana. Okay.
Yes. I'm casting light on it. To more distraction. I'm just gonna be like, dance, iguana. Dance, iguana.
Yes!
Dance,
Okay.
iguana.
That's so
All right. It is now Jim's turn.
Jim is gonna try to whack Lythander with that staff, two-handed.
Uh-oh.
Actually, no. Can I do something? I have another idea. Can I do something else actually instead? Or not? No. Let's do this.
Are you even able to get to light there?
Actually,
Not Lythander. I meant Kip.
let me see here. Yeah, no, actually, you go to start moving to attack Kip, and then you realize that Grandma Sood is in the room, and you would rather go attack her.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Well then,
Poor
Jim,
grandma.
I have
She
one thing
is
now.
about 45 feet away from you right now, so it's gonna take your action of dashing to be getting over to her.
Okay.
Fight battle of the old people.
Old people fight. Old
Old people
fight.
fight.
Old people fight.
Okay, it is now Jean's turn. Jean, who lost concentration and is now Boy, didn't I put you to sleep!
Stab Lythander in the butt. I mean, it's an option.
It's an option. He's like, what is that? Koala bear onto him. So like, I mean, real easy. Shake. Particularly because you're trying to block his face for like any sort of verbal components and stuff. So, actually, you feel his arms move before he punches you in the back, which doesn't do any damage to you, but very quickly you are feeling searing hot against your skin, where his fist is just digging into you, and it's like a pinprick of like searing hot metal that is quickly heating through your skin, through your clothes to your skin. Xavier is in there. He's not doing so hot. Let's see here, but he is going
Xavier
to try.
just age? No, wait.
No, because he's not seeing the ghost's face right now, so the horrifying visage doesn't do anything. But he is already injured coming into the room.
Oh no.
He is trying to shoot Jean, which does not work, but he tried.
Wait, is he in my light? My sphere?
No, he just came into the door. You are down near the casket. They are about 40 feet away from you.
Step into the room! Step into the dim darkness and I'll give you something, Xavier.
Well, most people see the black fog on the ground and don't particularly want to walk through it.
It's like a big old, why is there a dark circle in the middle of the room? It seems oddly dark in that room.
The grandmother, however, who has no idea that Jim is trying to attack her because he hasn't had all he did was run over to her for some reason, is now moving further into the room. She moves at a pretty slow speed, but she's moving as fast as she can on her old bones, moving into the center of the room, and she is looking around. She seems to be quickly looking around the room, trying to size up the situation.
Is she in my circle?
Yes, she is in your circle.
Take some hit points, Granny!
So, like, if Jim hits her, is it even elderly abuse? He's technically older than her.
This helps suit a little bit.
He's technically older than her.
She gets 6 temporary hit points.
Hey! 6 temporary hit points.
Like, Jim's claimed elderly abuse to a lot of things in this series.
It's true. I don't think elderly abuse is based on somebody younger doing it to you, though. I think it's just based on you being elderly as a status. Lythander!
Yeah, since Lythander's sitting here on top of his head and stuff like that, he basically can't move
Searing
away.
metal in your side. Yes.
Yes. It's fine. It's not Lythander's first time.
It really does remind you
Yes,
of a good hot poker.
Yes, it does.
Stoke that fire. In your soul.
But since he's not moving, he's basically here, I'm got him by my legs and my arm.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pull out my dagger and just try and stab him right into the temple?
I want to try and stab him in the temple. All right. Roll to see if you hit.
We're getting dangerously
18.
close to attacking this man.
18.
Getting dangerously close, I think we are.
Yeah.
What's been happening here? You go to attack him, and he ducks his head forward into your chest more as he feels your arm moving, and you don't land the attack. It slides and the flat of your blade slides along the back of his skull.
Okay.
Something about the movement did feel kind of supernatural to you.
Okay, I'm just checking over anything else I can do. I guess... No, because he doesn't want to switch, because he's got him by 3 points. He doesn't want to offhand attack and ruin a point.
3 points of contact at
3
all
points
time.
of contact. So instead he's just gonna hug on harder in that death grip that says I'm in pain.
That death grip that says I'm in pain.
And keep him muffled,
All right.
unable to do verbal.
All right. Which makes it Kip's turn. Kip
Should
was
he be
still
taking
going
damage?
after Jim. Yes. Okay, this one only burned you for 2 damage. 2 damage plus some psychological damage.
Well, the psychological damage was happening as soon as he was fighting him.
Kip is still chasing Jim down.
Oh,
Hey!
Keep doing some damage.
Hey! 9 damage as he punches you twice. Kip gives you a good right-left. But I assume you are
nice
still
half
standing.
health.
The old one.
Northewyn made the right call on that one. A good hardy individual.
Yeah,
Oh.
Jim's surprisingly gotten tanky as he leveled up.
Now, Anarchy, who is dancing with the iguana. The iguana.
The iguana.
The iguana
No.
actually tries to maneuver in your hands, and it rakes its claws at you, and it actually does manage to gash and chip away at your stone for 6 damage.
Thank goodness for hit points.
It cut your stone.
It gashed into your stone.
Oh man.
It ain't no normal iguana.
That's not a normal iguana. Where did
It
where did
belongs
the
to a
iguana hit
wizard.
me? Like the arms?
Yeah, on your forearm.
Ow.
Yes.
Thankfully that dipped into temporary hit points, which is nice.
Yay,
So
temporary
Anarchy's-
hit points.
So Anarchy's going to drop the iguana.
And stomp on it.
No, she's still trying to play the dumb kid card so that doesn't anger the wizard guy. So
Kill
she's
with the
gonna
hammer.
run over to Jean, give him a very, very tight. She's kind of indirectly helping Lythander as well.
Aww.
It's like giving Jean a very tight hug, and she says, "Sir, I'm scared." And like it's
Oh
like
my
it's a
gosh.
tight hug, and also give her those hit point backs. Refresh.
Oh my gosh.
It's like 7. Yay! Back to where we were.
Woo! All right, Jim.
Yep, Jim's going for the old lady.
All right, take a swing at her.
Oh, he's not just gonna take a swing. Does Nord know what's in the bag or no? Jim's bag with his scimitar.
So she doesn't have your knowledge of anything.
Right. Okay. So now he's just going over with the staff.
Your stick.
Right. Because otherwise
nice
she
thing.
would be stabbed.
Otherwise, there would be some effort to be stabbing. But now, a scimitar, that's a decent sized blade. That doesn't fit in a backpack.
Oh, where does he even have that then?
It would probably be strapped to his hip.
Oh, then no, she's pulling up. Nordwyn's pulling up
Yeah.
the scimitar.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
You know, the one Jim said is only
Only
for
for
cutting
fruit?
steak
Now we know he's
and
possessed.
fruits. Oh, now you know it's not Jim. Because he said he would never use that thing in battle.
Basically.
So he goes in straight for the kill with sound with this scimitar.
All right, roll to attack.
10.
But plus,
That hits. Roll
Oh,
for
no.
your damage.
That's a.
Kill Granny Suit.
Here we go.
Kill Granny Suit.
she's got the hit
Kill.
points. She will be fine. Hopefully.
3.
3.
Plus 1.
Yeah. Plus 1, so 4. Sorry.
You gash into Granny Sood. You hit her pretty good, that it seems to have severely damaged her. And she looks at you, her head turns to look at you as you've attacked her, and understanding seems to dawn on her very quickly, much like with Kip. Understanding dawned on Kip very quickly that you were possessed.
She's like, oh no.
As she realizes that you are currently being possessed, and she uses her turn to, since you are close with her, to put her hands on your forearms, which have the scimitar, and she says, Northewyn, give this up. We can both move on. Xavier is shooting at Jean again. Hey! Xavier, do some damage.
Xavier's joined the battle. Do.
Alright. Jean lets out a very loud groan into your stomach. Kind of has this oh, for fuck's sake moment. He brings an arm up. Make a strength check, Lythander.
14.
He brings an arm up to get just enough space between his face and your torso that he can shout something out and put his free hand out to the side, kind of at a little bit of a weird angle, which causes, oh, how bad is his aim about to be on this? Oh, very bad. A fireball to go spitting off to the side of the room. It is a very loud explosion that happens as this fireball hits. Let's see. Anarchy, Lythander, and Jean are all within range. The others are not. So,
Oh, no.
Anarchy and Lythander, you can both make dexterity saving throws at normal if you're willing to be letting go and getting away from Jean.
Yeah, we're willing. Who's throwing the fireball?
16.
Jean.
At us? We're on him?
He wasn't trying to throw it at you guys, but he couldn't get his arms to move well enough to aim properly, so it didn't go far enough away.
Yeah, you're screwed.
16.
As Anarchy makes a save, can she say something to Lythander really quick?
You can scream out 2 words.
Prayer! Necklace! As I figured, it's a 3.
All right. What was your saving throw?
16.
All right. It's 10 damage with you passing. It's 20 damage for Anarchy failing. And Jean just burned the snot out of himself.
Just want Lythander's limp body to like hold Jean down.
Anarchy has 1 hit point. She's alive.
Anarchy lived through that!
Holy
my gosh!
What? But she screams in agony like, ah!
I'm not gonna lie, my first couple of rolls were both 1s, and then I had a 2 later, and I was like, that's nice. That's nice. When you only get 20 damage, that's a nice thing. When you get a bunch of low rolls. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to think if Lythander had any sort of like I know he's going to go through death saving throws, but like anything to say over this kind
Did you
of death.
hear what she said though?
Yeah.
Take that in.
Yes, he gets to make some successes fails if worse comes to worse, but for now he is battling death.
Wait, Lythander's battling death?
Yes,
He
Lythander
didn't make
went
it.
down. No.
So now he gets every turn to make a death saving throw, whether or not he will be unconscious or actually dead.
Oh god.
All right. Oh, that did affect the casket, though. The casket
Is
shatters. No, it totally explodes. Black smoke going up and billowing into the room absolutely everywhere. It is now spiraling in the room, picking up a whole bunch of wind as this black fog that was previously on the ground is swirling all over the place. You guys successfully kept him from undoing the 5th seal, though.
Holy crow.
So, black smoke is now billowing all over the room. Lythander is down. Make your first death saving throw.
Well, that's a success.
Hey! Kip is attacking Jim again. Only 1 hits. 7 damage.
Oh, man.
Kip is trying to keep you from killing now his grandmother. Oh gosh. Anarchy with the 1 hit point. There's black smoke billowing absolutely everywhere.
Anarchy is devastated seeing that Lythander's down. And she screams, I promised I wouldn't let you die! And she's gonna use her 2nd level spots left to
Okay.
cast Healing Word on Lythander.
All right.
It's all she's got at the moment. So that way you can stop doing those death saves. And also, because after the end of her turn, she'll get her 10 hit points at the very least. You get 7 HP. 7 hit points.
Hey, that's half his hit points.
So there you go.
Good.
Take it. And Anarchy will get her new 10 hit points to help her out a little bit. Hanging on a limb there, Anarchy.
Oh boy.
Oh, thank gosh. Good for Anarchy. Good for her. Thanks. So she gets 9 temporary hit points. She's sitting at 10.
All right. And that makes it Jim's turn. Jim, on your turn, you feel the ghost let go of you. And come forward out of you. So now Northewyn, you are no longer possessed. Northewyn is now standing in front of you, looking incredibly angry. Her sights set on Grandma Sue still, but you are now no longer possessed.
Jim just kind of gasps at this, like a freedom, like. Can Jim see Anarchy and Lythander?
As you look around the room, yes, they are still within sight.
Jim sees Lythander on the floor and Anarchy. He hurt. He flips his lid.
Just don't. You're gonna do the thing you're doing. Cast it away from them, please.
Jim yells at Jean. You fucking hurt my kids! And Jim, for the first time, summons his wildfire spirit.
Just make sure it's away from the kids.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Gonna make Jean have to use the children as little meat shields.
So anything 10 feet of that spirit has to make dex save throws or take 2d6. So wherever you cast it, make sure it's 10 feet away from the people you don't want hurt.
He'll cast it exactly 10 feet away from the kids.
All right. So you're casting that about 10 feet away from your friends.
Just out of
that you
range
don't
so
hit them.
they don't
Yep.
get hurt. Yeah.
Absolutely. You cast this, you chuck fire, and this fire lands, and immediately there is this bright yellow glow that goes up into orange flames before swirling around through a lot of the dark mist that was gathered all over the ground and quickly taking form in the shape of what appears to be a relatively, you would call it a large dog size, not like those ridiculously huge shepherd dogs, but large dog sized, what appears to be a giant lizard of some sort.
Oh, cool!
Oh.
It's a decent sized, fiery looking lizard that lets out a roar and spits some fire out in front of it as it forms before shaking its head, spraying off molten something or another, probably molten lava of some kind, off of itself around it.
This is neat.
And there's little fires on the ground, but there were already little fires on the ground from Jean's fireball spell. You cast your spirit. Your
Yes.
spirit has its turn immediately after yours now. What is it that you want your spirit to do?
Yeah, it's gonna use flame
another
seed.
bomb.
It's gonna use flame seed on Jean.
All right. So roll to attack. Add your spell attack modifier.
19.
Oh my gosh! Roll some damage. 1d6 plus your proficiency.
Proficiency.
Yeah.
Proficiency bonus. Not proficiency.
I wonder why it's proficiency there.
But what? Oh, a proficiency bonus. Right, +2. Right, duh. Anyway, that is weird.
I would say not your proficiency. I would say your spell modifier.
Okay. That's way better.
Usually we don't add proficiencies to damages.
7.
7 damage?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It spits fire at Jean, who was already just hit by his own fireball. Darn it. Oh gosh. That makes it Jean's turn. Jean quickly looks around, assessing just how many people are in here and the fact that the black smoke is swirling all over, and he casts a spell, shouts some words in another language, not a spell known to any of you, before going, and he steps seemingly around a corner and disappears.
Get back here, you coward! Or so I can make you taste so much fire you'll be begging for hell!
Oh, wow!
He does not reappear. Now, the grandmother and Northewyn and the grandmother have this moment after the grandmother has said, "We can both move on," where Northewyn seems like she's incredibly angry, incredibly worked up about a lot of things. Her hair is floating all around her. This black energy is coursing through her again until the grandmother reaches out and puts her hands on Northewyn's arms. And Northewyn very quickly calms down and is now standing on the ground in front of the grandmother. And Grandma Sood pulls out a dagger from on her side and holds it flat in front of her with the hilt pointed towards Northewyn. It's time to let this go. The city's in good hands and everything's going to be fine. You don't have to answer to the Dark Wizard. And very quickly, Northewyn is shifting in form. She's no longer covered in with all this black energy that's coursing throughout her, but rather she's standing much more like a young girl, looking up at their grandmother. She has black goo that's dripping from her hands now rather than coursing throughout her incorporeal body. And as she looks up at the grandmother, her voice echoes a little as she has a moment.
I'm scared.
And grandmother nods and says, "I know. None of this should have ever happened, and I should have never done that to you. But you shouldn't linger here. There is something better waiting for us." And Northewyn puts her hands on top of the grandmother's. She takes this knife, plunges it into herself in a very smooth motion. And there's not a lot of pain or not much of a jerking motion at all, but the body falls almost as if it's underwater in a slow kind of descent. And the grandmother's ghost is standing there, holding onto Northewyn's hand, still holding on to an incorporeal form of the dagger, before quickly the grandmother's ghost starts aging backwards as well, meeting Northewyn's in age. And they stare at each other for a couple of seconds before Northewyn takes the dagger from Suterina and sets this ghostly dagger on the ground. And she takes Suterina's hand, and the two of them walk off through the wall. You're all alone in this room. All of you, as in like a group of 5.
Yeah, oh, so alone.
Lythander, I don't know how much of that Lythander saw.
Jim was privy to most of it, having been relatively close to it. Anarchy could definitely see it. The conversation was a little bit quiet for Anarchy's perspective, but Lythander was still down laying on the ground. So Lythander didn't get to see too much of it. He mostly just saw the two ghosts walk through the wall.
Oh my gosh. Is the casket still moving or is it stopped?
The casket has stopped. The black smoke is no longer in the room. It swirled around a lot before it's dissipated somewhere.
What? Just...
Where's Annie?
She's probably in the room.
Lythander trying to stand up.
Lythander, hang on.
We
Anarchy's
need-
gonna help her up, him up.
There is loud crashing, and the entire room that you are all in is now shaking very violently. The ceiling is collapsing in.
Lythander's dashing backwards to go try and get Annie.
You are going back down the hall to go get Annie?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so Lythander's now running away from you, Anarchy. Xavier is quickly running back through the door that they came in through, shouting at everybody that they need to be getting out of that room.
But what about Lythander? Lythander, get back here! Don't be a hero!
How far is this room?
What room?
How far is Annie?
Annie was back in the previous room before you went down the hallway. The hallway was about a 7-minute walk, so...
Oh, we're not gonna make it.
I was supposed to say, Lythander's gonna be able to be, if he's dashing it as fast as he can, he's gonna make it in a couple of minutes.
Jim runs out. Jim, with a tear in his eye, runs out with Xavier, where he's guiding everyone. Extremely worried about Lythander, but has a little bit of faith.
Lythander! I'm trusting you! And she runs to Xavier.
Alright. You guys are quickly making your way up a set of spiral stairs in the dark, but thankfully you guys have night vision. It seems Kip still has the night vision that you gave him, and Xavier seems to be navigating just fine right now.
Okay.
Up these stairs in the dark, sprinting pretty quickly. Yes, Xavier seems to be navigating just fine. Up into the Craven house. He actually pushes open a door that, as you guys are getting out through it, looks pretty much identical to just a wall, but you haven't seen this portion of the house before. Not that you've been in a lot of portions, but you haven't seen this portion of the Craven house. The entire house, however, is shaking, and Xavier is still ushering you guys along towards the front door to get out of the house in general.
Yep. We keep going with them, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
For once, putting her faith in Lythander.
You guys go running out of the Craven house, and as you are getting out of the house, you can hear rocks splitting and things collapsing. As you look, the crack that's in the city here splits open here at the head end of it, another 3 feet apart. The prison house and the center portion of Craven house both start collapsing into rubble inside the crack, as this smoke, which dissipated into the walls and into the underground area, has now forced the division further apart, and now there are big, huge black plumes coming out of the ground and shooting up into the sky before dispersing in 2 different directions.
Wait, does Anarchy still have that augury spell prepped?
Is it on your spell list for what you prepped for the day?
Yeah, it is, but remember it's the one she was kind of preparing as a ritual a while back?
Right, that would not be prepped to go off right now.
Ah, good.
Fair.
Never mind.
Lots happened in between then and now.
Mm-hmm.
Anarchy just sounds like she's crying. She's just like, Lythander, please. Lythander, please. Lythander, please.
There is an ominous, echoing, dark laughter that overcasts everything. There are clouds that have swirled above Craven now of a very dark, almost black variety as this smoke disappears up into the sky.
So it's gone?
Yes.
Well, I guess some sort of ultimate evil was just unleashed onto the world.
Has the earthquake stopped?
The shaking has stopped now.
Lythander! Lythander! Anarchy tries to go back down the tunnel, see if she can find him.
The house is collapsed. You don't know where that set of spiral stairs is. The stairs were in the center portion of the house.
She's running off to the grave.
All right, you're running off to the cemetery.
Anarchy!
Kip will follow you.
We have to
Jim
find
will go after her
Lythander!
too.
Xavier has a moment. Where are you idiots? For the love of God.
Come on, Lythander.
So you guys are now
Just come out
sprinting.
fine like always. Please let this be just one of your idiotic running offs and just reappearings.
Come out fine like always, Lythander. Always come out fine. Lythander, as you are sprinting down this hallway, you can feel the ground shaking under you. I need you to make 3 dexterity saves.
18 plus 7 is 25.
Okay.
9 plus 7 is 16.
Okay.
9 plus 7 is 16.
All right. You were doing really great at first. By the second and the third one, the ceiling is sort of collapsing in huge chunks of dirt, and like a couple of beams that had been sort of haphazardly used to support this tunnel are coming in from the shaking, and you do end up stumbling and losing a little bit of speed a couple times in the middle as you're borderline tripping over your feet, but you do keep moving and make it through. Nothing falls on you other than, there's a little bit of dirt that's in your hair and on your shoulders and stuff.
It blends in with the brown.
It blends in with all the brown anyway. And you get yourself back out towards the mausoleum. As you get closer to the mausoleum, the shaking is not happening out here. The tunnel's integrity seems fine, though you did hear it collapsing back in closer to the house. So you would not be able to get back to the house through this tunnel. But the tunnel entrance is still open on this side as you get back towards the mausoleum. So you get to the mausoleum and Annie's body is not there.
At least he's a good dad. Fucked up man, but good dad.
I'm back for his daughter.
Pick up your leather jacket and put it on.
Hey!
Hey.
Now, make a perception check.
3.
Cool. So what you gonna do now?
He's gonna prepare his daggers because he has a feeling he's gonna have to stab a lot of zombies through gate doors.
Ah, yes, the swampies! So as you guys are sprinting your way out to the mausoleum, you are greeted with the unpleasant reminder that there were in fact a bunch of swampies there, and you can hear them as you are getting to the graveyard.
We have to save him. We have to save him.
Okay. Kip is going running into the mausoleum.
Kip, no! He's gonna summon that spirit again and let it blow up the swampies, but I guess we're running in with Kip.
Energy follows.
Okay. So, you guys are running into the mausoleum. There are about 8 swampies that are inside of the mausoleum, 4 of which are trying to crowd around the gate because they're still trying to get through, but they don't seem to be the most intelligent of things. So you want to start stabbing through the gate.
Yeah, I'll shink their hands, I'll stab them then.
All right. And you guys are coming in at them from the back end. So, Anarchy, Jim, and Lythander, everybody make an attack roll. Let's see what's happening this first round here.
Attack roll.
12.
Nat 20.
Woo!
Yeah, Jim!
Roll for some damage. A 12 hits, by the way.
Okay, 14.
14 damage?
14 on the attack roll.
Oh, a 14 hits. I'm sorry, I thought you had said that you had a 12.
A 3 for the second one.
Sweet. So 11 plus your strength modifier, so 12 damage.
Yeah.
Anarchy?
Anarchy got a nat 10, perfect 10 on her hit dice plus
Beautiful.
her strength, so 13.
13 damage. Beautiful. So you guys come in and start thumping at zombies very quickly. Lythander, by the time your friends are getting there, you can hear them when they're getting there because you can hear the commotion from it and everything. You have managed to drop 2 of them by stabbing. What did you get damage-wise for this third one as you're getting there?
5, 6, 7, 8.
8 damage. Excellent. You are like slicing away at them very carefully through this locked gate.
Well, would he have advantage? Because they're at a locked gate. Would that be technical advantage?
Sure. I'll let you have your sneak attack.
And plus 6, so 8 plus 6.
14. Awesome. So it only takes a couple of rounds for you guys to drop them. In those couple of rounds, let's see. Apparently Kip is the only one that's getting hit. Poor Kip. Okay, he still has those like temporary hit points.
It's good because I only have 4 health.
Awesome. And they're trying to hit Lythander, but they've got disadvantage on that anyway, and then they cannot manage to.
It's gonna keep hacking their hands off.
All right, and by the second round, the 2 of you hit this zombie from opposite ends, and it just like a grape between your weapons.
Nice.
Kip did go over to help Lythander because this is a broken lock, so the door actually needs to be
Anarchy's coming down the stairs
busted
now.
down.
Lythander just grabs a crowbar and...
Lythander!
Oh, hi. Make a strength check.
Lythander! Oh, that's not so bad, 12.
Hey, did you actually make a strength check?
Yeah,
Not the 1 or 2 or 3. Yes, you get the door open before Kip can come over and help you.
Lythander walking out. Guys, putting the crowbar on like his shoulder. I had it under control.
Lythander,
Are we in the room
Reason
yet?
we locked the doors.
are Jim and Anarchy there yet or not?
Yes. Yes.
Anarchy
You guys are all
runs
in the
up
room.
and just gives Lythander a hug.
Jim runs up and joins in the hug and just says to Lythander,
Anarchy's
"Don't
like,
you ever scare me like that again."
You're okay. You're okay.
He just rubs Jim's back and pats Anarchy's head and says, "I'm fine. That fire was really something, wasn't it?"
I promised you would die. At least I kept that.
Hey, it wasn't required, you know.
It is required.
I accept the consequences of my actions.
No. I can't.
Ruffling her knot hair.
It's still stone.
I know. It's the gesture.
I would have missed you too much, you know that.
I promise I'm not going anywhere. It takes surprisingly a lot to kill me.
That's good.
Not more than a measly fireball.
You both okay?
Been better.
Outside of you scaring the shit out of me, both of you.
Do I still have hit points?
Yeah, I guess we're fine. Oh my God, Kip, I am so sorry about your grandmother.
The guy burned me with his ring. The good thing was already on a burn.
Legit question. Do I have my hit points still?
Your hit points
The
aren't
temporary
changing.
ones.
Yeah, no. Temporary hit points will be with you until they are used.
Okay. So I'm fine. Ish. Because I was wondering if it's like, she hanging on with 1 hit point or 10?
It has, some temporary ones there.
Okay.
Oh.
How are you, Kip?
Alive.
Kip, you good?
I'm gonna head back to the city and see what's up with the city.
I'm sorry for your loss.
We should probably do the same. And maybe,
Yeah, it kind of smells like rotting flesh here.
maybe go to
Yeah.
take a good, long rest.
Maybe after we left the city.
And you know
That's
what
a good
else we should
idea.
do? Dry off our socks.
Come on, old man. Both of you, get off me. It's not manly.
Too bad. I'm holding your hand at least.
Come on.
All right,
Give-
compromise.
Give the big, manly 17-year-old a space.
I'm just a scared little girl.
I am manly.
By the way, did you guys see that freaking spirit I summoned? First time I did that. Pretty cool shit, huh?
That was pretty cool. Thank you.
Oh boy.
Or rather, pretty hot. Sorry.
But no, it's fine. I love a 5 iguana.
Hey, the best part is we know he has to believe magic now. He identified the ruin.
Well, I don't believe in magic. It's not
Mhm.
real.
Mm-hmm.
How are
You've seen ghosts. You've seen spirits.
I saw
Undead.
some things that were caused probably by the mist starting to walk. Come on, guys. Holding Anarchy's hand as he goes.
Jim's walking along.
Yeah, you know what I think? I think you believe.
I think that magic is hogwash and you need to let it go.
Yeah?
By the way,
Yes.
I should probably tell you both something.
Yeah?
I didn't explain clearly, and I wish I explained earlier. But I was trying to tell you in the middle of the fight. This necklace around me, it does more than just act as a ritual for predicting the future.
How much does it sell for?
I don't know, but I do know one thing between the three of us. This thing, it holds a wish in it. If one of us ever actually truly dies, hold on to it and pray for the other one back. I know it's selfish, but I don't want to lose a guy so quickly. It was too close today.
Hey, it's never selfish to want some people around.
Old man's got a point.
Maybe.
Alright, come on, guys. Lythander will start bringing them up through the mausoleum.
You guys get up and head back towards the city, where you can see the city is already in kind of this quiet, like people walking around trying to figure out what the heck, because the crack is now several feet wide and deep in the middle, up towards the head of it, near the political building. The political building and the prison have both, the political building is only collapsed in the middle. The sides of it are still standing. The prison is just in rubble. It's down for the count and out.
So
There's black goo all over east side. West side seems to be gathering up bodies right now. They have some carts that are pulling bodies along.
I guess we don't have a place to stay again.
Is Kyle alright? Where's Kyle?
Why don't you go find Kyle? Lythander gives Anarchy's hand a strange sort of squeeze and lets her go.
Okay. Be safe.
We will.
Anarchy's just kind of like shouting in the streets, Kyle! Looking around.
You are now running through West Side shouting Kyle's name, looking for Kyle. And
It's fine. The West Side people are a hardy bunch.
they are a hardy bunch. They are. You are running around searching for Kyle. What are the others doing?
Lythander's taking a moment to look himself over all of the burn marks on his outfit and the like, and he seems to be like generally going back and forth between being okay and in semi-states of shock.
Jim's just kind of standing there with Lythander, just going, just kind of appreciating being around someone that he almost lost today.
Don't you gotta go hit on Kyle about now? Smiling at Jim. I thought I wasn't scheduled till 5.
I'll save the hating on Kyle for, I don't know, a later day when I'm a little less tired.
Alright, Anarchy, it doesn't take you too long as you're walking around shouting for Kyle and asking where Kyle is for people to get you generally directed to where Kyle is out towards the southern end of their side of the event square, basically their main event area in West Craven, where he is doing some head counts and getting a death count and a list of lost citizens.
Gosh.
And offering condolences to families and stuff, but he seems to be in sort of crisis mode right now.
Kyle, are you alright? What happened?
He glances over. Someone poisoned the ale.
What?
We're getting it cleaned up now. We're trying to figure out what happened, but what happened on East Side?
East Side.
There was some sort of scream, and
There was... Do you know the jeweler?
Sounded
Have you ever met
not
the jeweler?
really.
There's a jeweler on the east side. This is gonna sound crazy. Very crazy, but... He kind of resurrected his wife, a dead wife, into this weird mush of dead people, and so many people fell asleep, and people were gonna die. We tried to save as many people as we could. It was a disaster.
Huh.
It's messed up over there, too.
Nodding slightly. Have you seen Xavier? Is he
Yes.
alright?
He's okay. He helped us with another matter. He could probably fill you in on that. He could fill you in on that. He's okay.
And Kip? Kip
Yep.
left to go handle things on the east side.
Mm-hmm. But he's okay too. You might want to say regards to his grandmother.
And he glances back towards the collapsed prison building, his shoulders dropping a little.
That wasn't the reason. It's a long story.
Oh.
Also, your house is collapsed too. I'm sorry, Kyle.
Yeah, it's just a house, you know?
Do you have a place to stay tonight? Or not that I can offer shelter myself, but...
We can figure that out. We have lots of friends over here. It'll be fine.
That's good. Do you need help with anything?
If you could help some of the people who were kind of injured from the last earthquake. It caused some building damage, a couple of other collapses over here. If you can go around, generally see if anyone's injured, help them make their way to the medic, that'd be great.
Do you have any medical kits on you? I might be able to do what I can.
No, I don't have any.
Okay. I'll try to guide as many people as I can to the medics.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, Cut. I'm sorry.
Thanks for the help.
No problem. Anytime. So, Anarchy's gonna go off and try to help out some people on the west side.
All right. Anarchy is spending the end of her day trying to help people on the west side. Because the day is closing out now. It is after dinner. People will probably be up late in the city, but day is closing out.
Lythander's gonna put an arm around Jim, look at him and say, "You want a drink?"
You know what? More than anything.
Me the hell too. And, by the way, Lythander says as he starts walking him over to Charlie's to go see what's up and see if they can get a drink at all after this. Please, just let the magic thing go.
We'll see.
I'm being serious.
Oh.
My beliefs in magic are very personal to me.
Alright.
Thanks. He gives him a squeeze. Alright, if they're selling drinks, they're on me, but we'll have to find out. Walking in.
You get in. Charlie and Frankie are in there. There's actually barrels and barrels that are out throughout the main room of the tavern that they have open that they seem to be kind of checking out or examining. There's a couple that have been upended already. The floor is kind of sticky.
What happened?
And there's some people that seem to be passed out at tables. Dunno. Frankie just scowls slightly. Something poisoned the ale. Fucking ale. He kicks one of the barrels, and then Charlie looks at him, and he stands there for a couple of seconds with his lips pressed together. You haven't had enough to drink for that. That was a full keg.
My buddy here, Jim's a bartender. He can help you go through your stock.
Yeah, I can help you out.
You got some sort of way to differentiate poison from non-poison?
Outside of the old sniff test to double check to make sure if it's obvious or not, then
Lythander puts down a platinum. Will this cover the costs of your lost supply?
Oh. Which one is
It's our business. We gotta settle it ourselves.
It's
Keep the
fine. This was a
platinum.
gift. Then I'd like to continue it being a gift.
Charlie picks up the platinum and puts it in her pocket.
Jim, you know the workings of a bar, right?
Yep.
Why don't you stick around here and help Frankie and Charlie?
Yeah. You guys, what do you guys need? I'm here to help.
Lythander leading around the table, the bar table to see if there's any nice drinks or anything.
There are some sealed bottles and stuff down there.
He'll pull one out that doesn't look too expensive. Mind if I take this?
Go for it.
Thanks. And he'll walk out with the drink.
They're going to put you to work helping them carry out kegs. They're basically doing a purge, and they've made the decision just anything that isn't sealed, anything that was just like a barrel that had a top that could be opened or anything like that, they're getting rid of. So they're going to put you to work basically helping them move kegs and stuff to the outside to try and get those dumped.
Okay.
So it's some heavy lifting, but that's what they'll put you to work doing at the end of the day here.
It's fine. Jim has some good strength.
All right, Lythander, you're closing out your day. What are you going to close out your day doing?
Offering people from West and East. He's going to be traveling back and forth, just walking across the crack and offering them all drinks.
All right.
Just
Sounds
something to
hard
help ease some
considering crack's
tension.
deeper.
The crack is deeper and several feet wide right now.
yeah.
And there is no bridge. That's a good point.
Fine. We'll move across some of the rubble.
Move across some of the rubble. Okay. Yeah, Kip's prison is acting as a good rubble bridge right now.
Yeah. You go back and forth. If any of the East Siders make a face about taking a swig from a bottle, put a hand on their back and say it's been a long day. Drink might be nice.
Has been a long day. There are still some people that kind of put their noses up to it, but you do get some people that kind of let that breath go and take the drink because it's been a long day.
And at the end of the day, just in general, at the very end of the day, whatever's left in the bottle, he's going to give to homeless Tim.
Nah, that's great.
Is homeless Tim alive?
We're going to have to go find homeless Tim. This is where we're going to call it for the day with you guys closing out your days, handling some city repairs. And with Lythander, as he's walking around, checking on people, being a general merrymaker, hearing a panicked voice from behind him, really at the end of the day, when he's getting ready to go over and try to give the rest of the bottle to homeless Tim, a shrill sounding, Lythander!
Oh no.
And that's when we'll call it.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
So thank you guys for tuning in for really the second half of the final boss fight. Come back next week when we close out Craven. We settle how the team wants to finish their time in Craven and where they're going to be going next. Whoever the heck this individual is that's coming up to Lythander, what the death count is, all sorts of good questions next week. All right, say good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. Make sure to subscribe to us, especially me, because Kitty and I are racing to 1,000 and I want to win.
That's fine. He'll be eating my dust pretty soon. Also, don't worry about the swampies biting anymore because we killed them.
They're not biting anymore.
Yeah, they're gone.
They're gone.
I
We
hope.
killed them. It's okay.
Bye.
Bye!
Bye.